Hello everybody, welcome back to the Rime of the Frostmaiden. If you want to watch this stream, we're here every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch our sister stream, the Dork Vision stream, on Sundays from 9 p.m. to midnight. If you want to find my books, they're on DriveThruRPG and the DM's Guild, and you can also support me another way at Patreon/NobleCrumpet. With introductions out of the way, let's get back into what happened last time. So, you guys, I believe, did a few things. I don't remember what they were.
I don't remember what they were either. I was there.
Did some stuff.
We're gonna go get boy's owner.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
We're traveling.
that was the very last thing that happened, but you also met with Oris, got your reward money,
That's fine.
sort of interrogated the remaining guard about the Zentarum, bought supplies, bought fish, then left.
Fish.
I bought a rope.
Dog sled.
And one of you has
Jeeps?
a
Yeah,
dog
Jeep sled.
sled.
The Jeep sled.
Like
Is-
Jeepsmobile.
And
the
got
Jeepsmobile.
basically a personal rascal scooter.
This is for rascals only, okay? That means you, Jeeves.
It's a wheelchair.
You also left for Kelvin's Cairn, finally following up on Boy's mission after 3 days, I think. And
2.5.
when you settled for camp, you saw a strange little sprite-like creature on the frozen lake, which Suvi promptly shooed away and never spoke of again. And then after that,
I was freaking. I wanted. It was the thing.
the chimichanga.
The chimichanga.
Then you headed off and camped in the woods, but just as you were settling into camp, you saw a little fire off a ways, and it turns out there was an sort of merchant salesman person there that was willing to trade for your tourmalines that you'd just gotten from the gem mine. They were also willing to join you, and tried to goad you into fighting a snowy owlbear, which Nephros seems to have some history with, and was able to convince it to leave you guys alone. You
I could have
guys,
taken it.
of course, you guys allowed the merchant Thrazir to join your party, along with his mule Sasha, and made the rest of the journey to Kelvin's Cairn. That brings us to the base of the snowy cliff-like mountain overlooking most of central Icewind Dale, where you guys have stumbled upon a sled. This map looks a little weird. It's because it's from the book.
It's a jagged black square for me.
Well, have you tried moving around?
No.
Oh.
Okay,
Shit.
don't do
Oh,
that.
okay.
I thought... Let me just,
Probably has text on it, and that's all it was.
I thought you were suggesting that I move around.
Oh, no. I was asking Matt to do that because he couldn't see anything.
No, we're
Um,
in Elvin's Cairn.
I see.
I need to set them. I think
That's a very high peak.
That's the Grinch's house.
Yes.
Oh, we have a sled and a dog.
Welcome to the Christmas episode.
Who's volunteering to be the Grinch?
There it is. I had restrict movement checked. Not checked. So you were able to just walk on through there. Okay. Good. Everything's back to normal. Okay. You see 2 tents pitched in the snow near an icy outcropping that acts as a natural windbreaker. Between the tents is an overturned sled. It looks like there are a few frozen bodies that Boy is kind of sniffing at. As you get closer, you note the fur of varying dogs still strapped into their leather harnesses. Looks like these dogs didn't make it. They were stuck.
Oh no! How dare the weather kill the puppies? Must have revenge on weather.
I think that's actually our goal here.
Yep. Time to kill some weather gods.
So, yeah, revenge on the weather.
I smite the weather.
Control the weather.
Ain't it?
What's up with these bodies? Can we investigate?
Sure. Make a investigation check.
So smart. Watch this.
Big
Jack of all
brain.
trades.
Brain.
Okay. Big brain.
Little brain.
Looks like there are 5. Looks like there are 5 dog bodies frozen on the ground, mostly covered in snow. The sled itself that was overturned is also mostly covered. Looks like it has some gear and provisions underneath it. Probably
Yeah,
need-
flip that over.
Sure. Athletics from those who care.
Do you want some help?
Apparently,
Don't need it.
none needed.
Apparently not.
Fine. Suit yourself.
Suvi, as you're going through the provisions, you find that one of the crates that was on this larger dog sled was broken into, it looks like by teeth, and there was food in there. looks like most of it's been eaten. There is another sealed crate. This one you're able to open up, and you can find about 5 days worth of provisions in there.
It's like they were ready for a long haul.
I mean, it doesn't take too long to travel around here, but you know, you need provisions, especially for all these dogs. Looks like a team.
Does it look like the dogs were murdered, or did they freeze to death?
Make a medicine check.
Doctor?
Also, which direction is the sled pointing? Are they pointing toward?
It looks like it was
East?
just at an encampment. They might have been trying to escape from the distance they are from the tent and the direction. From your medicine check, Suvi, you note that most of the dogs do have signs that they just simply froze and or starved to death.
Oh.
Someone abandoned this camp without even releasing the dogs. They must have run away.
Is it just dog bodies?
Make a new investigation check.
Oh boy. Oh god.
Actually,
Body.
belay that.
No, I did it, and it was good. Damn it.
Make that a survival check.
It's the same. One more. Let's say survival.
Yes.
Oh come on! Why couldn't I just be?
I sorry. Suvi, do you want to try? Or Grundle? I think both of you are proficient in the skill.
Can't get much more above average than that.
Well. Well. Shane's survivalman.
Oh,
I'm
Alistair's
here.
joining us.
It appears.
I don't believe that the survival was very good.
Wait,
Hold
he was
on,
a
let
cat
me get
person?
Grundle.
Yeah.
Hi.
Wait, Alistair was a cat person the whole time?
No, the other way around.
Oh.
Cat person was Alistair the whole time?
That's right.
Yeah.
Alright. Suvi, from your survival, it looks like any signs of tracks leading in or out of this encampment have just been lost to the snow, the weather. It has been several days since anything occurred here. From the looks of it, the crate that was broken into, that looks like it was broken into by the dogs. However, there's some distinct markings on the sled and on the tents that lend suspicions to something with much larger claws.
Why didn't it eat the dogs if it was looking for food?
You're not sure.
Did leave them.
Maybe it came
I
afterward.
think I'm gonna.
Is the sled still serviceable?
It is probably in dire need of repairs. It's probably not usable in its current condition, but if you brought it with you back to a town, you might be able to get repairs done.
I mean, we could put the sled on the sled. Double sled this.
I'll just unlatch it
Double
from the snow
sled.
for now and figure that out later.
I'm probably gonna tug on Nephros's sleeve.
What is it, kid?
You have a shovel? I thought you had a shovel.
Everyone's like looks into his bag and rummages through it. No, oh wait. Nope, sorry, kid. I don't have a shovel.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna tug on Suvi's sleeve or whatever. Hey. You have a shovel?
No, I got a box of provisions.
Okay. I tug on Vilma's sleeve.
All right, we get it.
You have a shovel?
Sorry, no shovel. I have paper. That's what I have.
Got a quarterstaff and a
Okay.
hatchet.
I tug on Venric's sleeve.
No,
You pat Vendrick on the head.
no, no.
I thought one of us. Okay, I go tug on Frazier's glorious sleeve.
I think we had a shovel
I'd
at
like
one
to
point.
buy a shovel.
I swear, I thought someone had a
We
shovel.
had a crowbar. I believe.
Are you looking for a shovel, my young friend?
Yeah, I need a shovel.
Well, a shovel could be yours. For a price.
Are we
I just-
transactioning or are we working together so you get a
I
cut?
just-
The price
just
might be
felt
more than you're willing to pay.
Oh my god.
Why?
I just need to borrow it.
Well, because of taxes.
Oh my god. I don't know what they are, but I hate them.
Well,
Do you have a shovel, Darthier? Stop being an asshole. Get him a shovel.
I can get you a shovel for 4 gold pieces.
Okay, leave. Darthier?
I give him
You can
4 gold
leave.
pieces.
You're gonna
get
charge a child
shovel.
for a shovel?
I'm sorry.
No.
I myself do not own a shovel, but using material wealth, I can procure one.
Here?
I did not mean to mislead you in
I'm
any
already
way.
handing you like 4. Take it.
Yes. Thank you, Vendrick. You are very kind. Frazier rubs the coins over his hand and waves his scepter. After a short invocation, the coins disappear and a shovel appears in their place, rising
Yay.
from the ground. It is in pristine condition.
Sweet.
That'd be
How many
a
dogs are
lot
there?
of shovel.
How many dogs were there that were...
There were 5 dogs that are dead.
I'm gonna start digging 5 holes.
Oh.
Try and bury the dogs.
All right. Make an athletics check to see how quickly you can get this done. Okay. It will still take some time, but
Did we check the tents? Perhaps we could see if there's any clues there.
you did not check the tents, but you can.
Check the tents. Somebody else roll for me.
Roll the tents.
Grundle, the digging the holes will take quite some time if you're going to bury them really deep. If you're not burying
really
them that deep,
Enough. not too like
The
Just under the
snow.
snow.
as much as a little kid would find.
Appropriate.
they were already
Hole
half
for
buried. You
attention
just
span?
kind of pile some snow on top of them. Nephros, you look
Pick out some
through.
good rocks.
You look through the tents. Inside, you can find the provisions for a climbing kit, an explorer's pack, as well as a few sets of snowshoes. About 3
Is it intense?
in both of them.
Oh boy.
Well,
Wow.
no, among both of them.
Among both of them. All right. Well, I'll drag all that out and be like, "Hey, I'm pretty full up myself, but if any of you can carry this, we
Tie it
got
to the
a
sled.
Balance the
yeah,
sled.
no, sure, that's worth it. Yeah.
Use them when we need it.
I don't know who's keeping track of what's on the sled. Maybe Vendrick.
I mean, if we all have shoes, can't we just sell it to Thrazier?
Well, I'm afraid that I can only do that a few times a day.
I get
Used
4 gold.
shoes.
Sorry, what did you say?
I gave you 4 gold. Means you have 4 gold.
Oh,
Means like sell one of these to you for 4 gold.
No,
Oh,
it disappeared.
I
didn't
see.
it?
Yes. That is gone, but I do have some gold upon
Wait.
me.
So you can just turn gold into, like, random objects?
Well, it costs twice as much as they normally would, so it's inefficient. But it's useful.
Magic has transactional value for things.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
What's the going
Yeah,
rate
I
of
think
shovels?
I mean, clearly 2 gold, right?
Clearly 2 gold, I guess. Wow, what a ritzy part of town.
It's a really nice shovel. I mean, look at it.
It looks pretty nice. It's pristine.
It's actually my favorite shovel.
I bought it for you. It's technically my shovel. If you're holding on to it, though.
It's on my. Okay. I'll give it back to you.
No.
when I'm
You can
done.
hold on to it. You're definitely much stronger than I am. But
Okay,
just
cool.
letting you know that
Just-
that shovel is
just
technically
if I
mine.
need it back.
If
I
I need
already
it back.
started engraving Grundle's favorite shovel on the handles, but you know,
He can write. Wow.
it just kind of says "Gun de fave shovel," but you know, you
Shovel.
get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gundor's favorite shovel.
Turning into the shovel knight, I see.
Oh my god, yes.
Shovel Grundle.
Yes!
Shovel Grundle.
New weapon. A 4 gold shovel.
Besides the loot, Nephros, we're able to find some little bits of blood on the tent flaps. But there's no sign of any bodies, at least none that you could find. You checked on some of the odd lumps of snow, but there wasn't anything under them either.
Yeah, Vilma, what
ten-
you were saying before that something might have attacked these people. It seems to have taken the bodies with it, whatever it was.
Yeah, we haven't found any of the masters.
Still doesn't make any sense that they just left the dogs if they were going to capture these people.
Well, maybe it's just the people they cared about and not, eating.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be an intelligent creature if that was the case.
Because they stole rations and the people, but left the tied up dogs.
Doesn't
They
sound
didn't-
The
that
dogs
intelligent.
broke into the rations.
The dogs broke into the rations from what Subi was able
Oh,
to
okay.
find.
It was the dogs that broke into the rations. Oh, they just stole the people then.
Yeah, it's something that's smart enough to know it wants people and not dogs, so it's not just looking for food.
Well,
I
it
mean,
needs
Probably
people
rule
for
out
something.
the trolls then.
Why don't we? I guess we could. It seems they camped here and were taken away, so we could explore around the area, see if there's something to see.
I think
Is
we
there
ought
a
to get.
sign of like a road that goes up this mountain or anything?
There is no road. It is a completely untamed mountain. However, you guys notice that Boy, getting to add people to this map,
Because
Boy
there's 4 of them.
Boy seems to be kind of circling around a sort of, not trail, but like a safe way starting up the mountain. It seems Boy has caught onto something's scent.
Hey, we're here to follow Boy, so
Yeah, I think he's got the right idea. I don't want to stick around here and freeze to death.
I trust my life to Boy. I've done it a few times already. Let's go, Boy.
I'm almost done with these whole. I think we're good now.
Clearly, this campsite is unsafe, so
We can come
we
back,
need to
we
stay
can
here.
I lay thee to rest, my sweet dogs.
Sweet summer dogs. Right, you guys start following Boy, the mountain.
Oh boy.
Oh, Boy.
Oh, Boy.
Boy.
Climbing the mountain.
You begin the climb. Going to need athletics checks from Todos. Or Somas.
Before we are allegedly climbing the mountain, would it have been an intelligent decision for any of us to perhaps take the climbing gear off the sled and use it at all? Is that the kind of climbing we're doing, or we're just like hiking up?
This is just hiking for now. There isn't anything that you particularly need climbing for.
Yeah,
The
just
cl-
making sure we all have the snowshoes, right? We all have our own. Nobody's missing any.
Don't
I
think
believe
so.
so.
We looked up extra.
Well, we just
We
found
all-
3, so. Ooh,
Yeah, we all had our own before this, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sliding down the hill.
Also to note, climbing gear prevents you from falling more than 25 feet or something like that. That's what that specifically does.
Well, can I set up the climbing gear so that way I'm tethered to Jeeves?
Oh, the securest anchor you could find. Jeeves.
I am low to the ground. I
The
am
root
the
of the
anchor.
people.
I mean,
Oh, okay, I
you
get it.
can. That's mostly called a rope.
Yeah, that works too.
The climbing gear is like carabiners and pitons and hammer and pulley system and stuff like that.
Honestly, if it gets too hard for Jeeves, he could wait at the camp, Fenric.
I wouldn't stay at this camp. It's clearly
Eh,
easy to attack.
It's better to be together.
I mean, I'm gonna end up carrying him. Is what's gonna happen, isn't it? Oh, God.
We'll share the load.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you carry him for once?
Right.
Always the Jeeves carrier.
Do the
Guys-
Yoda backpack on him.
You guys start your way up the mountain. I'm gonna get a party token out here so that we don't crowd up the map.
Party time.
Party token.
I want to crowd up the whole
Sure don't.
map.
You guys begin your ascent.
Party boy.
Make it to a sort of vantage point where you look out and you can see over the pine trees, just the tops scraping over them. You can see the Dwarven Valley in the distance, but it's very dim light and darkness in the Frostmaiden's kind of northern lights here. The howling wind and the snow that's starting to blow, and the slippery ice are making the climb treacherous at this part. Ahead, you can actually see some movement. Have you guys make
Huh.
perception checks?
What's that?
Fuck is that?
Nephros, what do your tiefling eyes see?
I see some fucking bullshit.
Well,
Well, that's normal,
Nephros,
isn't it?
That's the
Nephros and
question.
Suvi, you guys are the first to make out the forms of 4 medium-sized mountain goats.
Meh.
They're just like they're glued to the side of the mountain.
Yeah, it appears to be at least a 85-degree slope, so they seem to be able to cling to it easily enough.
Oh yeah, they got it.
How's it going, guys?
Reminds me of home.
I think you mean has it goat and am I right?
Don't let them get your goat, Nephros.
See, you got it. It's pretty good.
In this part of the mountain, you're required to like go across a ledge if you want to make it any further. Boy is kind of whimpering as it seems a little scary to cross, but it definitely seems like he wants to. The goats also seem to be in the way of this vast ledge and the gaping chasm below. Not gaping chasm, but falling down the mountain.
It's pretty scary.
It's pretty sus. How do you guys
Pretty
want to tackle this?
I mean,
They're barring the way.
Tackle the goat problem.
tell them to move.
Yeah, Suvi,
shit.
you're good
One
with
sec.
animals.
Excuse me. We need to
Pardon
get
me,
across.
fine goats.
Yeah, they like being polite
Yes,
and
yes,
praise.
you.
Eh,
Can you move?
Make a
Yes, they
Go up
please.
there.
make a persuasion check, or animal handling, whichever's better.
With
Using-
advantage?
Does your thing give you advantage? Don't remember. Yep, advantage on
Charisma.
charisma checks. So yeah, either one.
Eh, 15.
The goats seem to understand you as you're kind of asking them politely to move along. The goats begin climbing up, further up the mountain and out of your way, watching from a new perch as these non-goats try to make it across.
Freaking non-goats.
What would you guys like to do? It might be jumpable, but it seems risky with the icy terrain. Could try to just acrobatics and balance your way across, but that's almost
Was
just
it
as
one
risky.
climbing gear or 2?
Are these going to be saving throws potentially?
These are going to be
Faulty attack
checkaroonies,
checks?
but we'll see if there are any saving throws involved.
I'm going to cast Bless on. How many people can I put that on?
3.
Three. Me, Jeeves. Who else wants it?
Nephros is really lucky. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Nephros.
Oh, all right, thank you.
So you can add a D4 to a saving throw, unless up to a minute. So, hop.
So for the climbing gear, does it have to be attached to a player, or can it just be mounted to the wall and like made into a railing?
Let me look up climbing gear because I think there's specific rules.
Yeah, we would have to like hammer.
I
and
just want to know
piton-
what kind of action it is to attach to it. I think it's like a pin and rope kind of thing. And there's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
harness of
it's-
some kind.
It's top roping, so like or like lead climbing. So
Mhm.
Climber's
someone,
kit.
whoever goes in front of us would have to like stick in pitons and lead the rope through it, basically.
Yeah, how about we have somebody go ahead, we tie them up with rope and catch them if they fall. But they go across and try to secure a rope. It'll probably help out a good deal.
What if
Okay,
I entangle
so-
all of us to it?
So we'll only be really endangering one person, and then they will be able to give a great boon to everybody else.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
And whoever
I'm
the one
going.
person, who's going in to hammer in the climbing gear, we're gonna collectively tie a rope around their waist, and all of us are gonna like hang on to it.
Okay.
Two ropes
So
involved.
who's going?
I
Uh,
assume it's me.
Is it an athletics or an acrobatics?
It's whatever
I'm
you
very
want it to be,
comfortable
babe.
out here in the mountains.
I assume someone with a strong hand is gonna have to hammer these into the rock.
Can't Vilma like super jump in the ice or something?
I don't get like super magical powers, but I'm naturally acclimated to mountains, and I've got good athletics. Those are my two things.
I mean, I'm pretty good at climbing, so.
Well,
Well, if
I'll
you want to
probably
go,
hold the
in
rope
fact,
then.
it might help if I just throw you across.
Oh no.
No, he needs to hammer the pitons in as he goes across.
Oh, as
That's
you go
so
across.
special.
Yeah, because when you hammer the pitons in, you can use the carabiner, like using the rope threaded through the pitons, and
We're
There's
building
like a
a bridge.
walkable part. You said.
yeah,
right?
there's a ledge. It's just
but it's
very
also
thin.
jumpable.
He's making like a rope, like handrail basically to hold us.
Yes,
Essentially, yes.
I understand.
Okay, yeah, Venric, you do it. It'll be easy to catch. If you fall, we've got the rope.
And are you currently blessed, Fenrir?
I am.
Okay,
Hashtag
you have a
blessed.
minute, so better be quick.
Well, better at least get a few in.
Takes an action to secure a python, I think.
Nice. Well, I'll use the back of my hand axe so that way I can use it like a hammer then.
Okay.
Pitons, hand them over.
I'll say that 3 pitons, maybe 4 would probably be safe.
Okay.
Go for 4.
I will do my best for 4.
Right. As you head across, Thrazir puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Here, my friend, take this for good luck." And he hands you a small gemstone,
Wait, I gave you 4 gold. Why are you giving me a gemstone?
as this is magical. He clasps
you know what?
your fingers over it.
Don't
Frederick.
eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't
You're
eat it.
gonna do great. Bardic Inspiration. You got this.
All right, I'm
And Rick the
beginning to
football.
think that no one has any faith in me, but that's okay.
Yeah,
That's why we're giving the gods faith to you.
you're the one with all the faith of the group.
Nephros runs behind a rock.
Yeah,
That's fair.
cover
All
my
right.
eyes.
What do I roll?
Thrazir has given you guidance, and Vilna has given you Bardic Inspiration. You yourself have a d4 from Blessing on saves and attacks.
Yep.
Um,
So it's 1d6, 1d6, and 1d4. 1d4
Yeah.
after.
for one saving throw, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Hey, you can save my Bardic for like a really bad roll.
Okay.
you can use either way. It's probably going to come down to athletics, regardless of
Back
how
to
you're
boss.
balancing. So I'm gonna have you make an athletics check. Okay, you can add a
Alrighty,
d4 to
cool.
this.
But thought it wasn't a save.
Yeah, but Thrazir's
Guidance.
giving you guidance, which is on
Ah.
skill checks.
Cool.
Ooh.
Right?
Why don't we just restart this one?
Would you like
Well,
to use your Bardic Inspiration?
Sure, let's start
Yeah.
off good.
No, you can reel you in. It's fine. You don't have to.
I mean, you can reel me in either way.
But I can't give out infinite Bardic Inspirations. is
Yeah,
the thing.
it's fine.
Okay. Go for it.
More than
Unlimited
10.
Football.
Well, more than 10 is more than enough. First piton secured. Threading the rope in, it's quite slippery in this part. You head on to the next big outcropping stone that it looks like it'd be good for a piton. Another athletics check.
Better than a 2.
we-
Oh.
Ah, we've doubled the score.
Add a d4.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Next piton in. Head around the bend to the next one. And this patch was kind of hidden by the stone on the other side. It's completely coated in ice. I need you to make an acrobatics check to carefully cross.
Why is that one good? I have a -1 on it.
Don't complain. It's Friday.
Remember to add a d4. Excellent. You are able to make across the ice and hammer in the final piton. Make it to the other side, safe and sound, everything secured. You guys, the DC for crossing is now 5. And I'm
We
only
have
going to
this.
have you make 2. 1 athletics check and 1 acrobatics check.
Just thinking about how high the rope is for Venric compared to me and Sufi.
That's why it was so hard, because I had
Tow
to reach
rope.
up higher.
That's right, yeah. Stretched up on his tiptoes.
He's gotta like jump to hammer it in just so it's like at our waists.
Brazier kind of pats Sasha. I think that you're going to have to sit this one out, girl. Why don't you wait for me at the bottom? Sasha starts descending the mountain.
Deactivate Sasha.
He's lit for both.
It's a
Even on his
sure-footed
previous
pony.
Sasha.
Who touched Sasha?
What's the matter? You can't take your little animal across? No, I can't. I don't see why that's... Why...
Old man fight.
Just go across, please. No, after you.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Yes.
Does anybody else want to cross before I do?
Yeah, I'll
Perhaps
go
take
first.
this old man with them?
Or Nephros can go.
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
No, please, take Jeeves with you, please. I insist.
Man,
No
fight.
need for fighting. It's already slippery as it is.
No, let them fight.
No, they can fight on stable ground where they both have sure-footed like chances at beating each other up.
Fair enough. Well, if it goes wrong, the goats will get a show.
Alright, what do I roll first?
They're holding up signs at the scoreboard.
Athletics, and then acrobatics.
Strong yet clumsy.
Right. You
Is
make
that
it
thing you're good
I was
at?
just about to say this is par for the course, right? A -1, I roll a 17. My
You
plus
wanna
4, I
bless that
roll a
one?
2. No, he said it was 5.
I did. Alright, Jeeves is going to try and make it across while, like, holding on to you. Wow.
Don't worry, he's got another roll first.
Wow.
Wow, he's gonna show off for this air, clearly.
See,
Passed as a mountain climber.
wasn't that difficult. I want to note he has +0 to these.
Hey, it's not bad for an old man, honestly.
You did a great job, Jeeves. Real proud of you.
Thank
Hey, way to go, Grandpa, making me look bad.
Guess I'll go next. Yeah.
It is,
What is
careful,
it?
guys. It is.
He's 5.
It is
The old-
quite slippery.
The old 2 on acrobatics.
Slipping in the same exact spot over and
That's
over and over again.
That's 100% what it is, yeah.
And here comes that slippy spot. Oh, I still slipped. How the hell did that
Gotta watch
happen?
that spot.
Try to make my way across.
Reminds me of those people that try to help when someone has fallen on like black ice and they're just like both falling back and forth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the banana slipping audio starts playing.
Pretty much.
How are these old men so sure-footed?
Well, because
Years of
somebody
experience.
hammered in pitons. They're very used to using handrails.
Okay. And, yeah.
Vilma, Grundle, Boy is also on the other side. It looks like he's not so sure that he can make it across using the pitons like a real human,
I'll carry him.
right?
Princess carry the
Yeeps the
dog.
child.
Vilma grasps Boy under one arm, grabs onto the hand railing with another, and starts skirting across. Make an athletics check. This DC is significantly more difficult.
Okay. I was going to say, because I would automatically beat a 5. So
Yeah.
let's get some tension in there.
This DC is now a 15. This is quite difficult.
But the mountains are my home, right?
So you have advantage, don't you?
Sure.
Is that how it works?
If you say so.
Yeah, I believe so.
You're at home in the mountains?
Whatever
And-
acclimated means,
I don't know,
right?
something in chapter 5 is up to you.
You know, that thing in chapter 5? Hmm. Seems a little sus.
No, it's legit. So there it
Hmm.
is.
I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, good. Good at that one. Is 12 the DC?
Thankfully, the save DC is a bit easier than the skill DC. You're able to hold on to Boy tighter as he kind of slips for a second. He's now
Slippery. Oh, shit.
He's now whimpering and kind of like struggling against you. It's getting difficult to hold on to Boy and the railing that you guys have made. You manage to regain your footing and make it back in place. You'll need to reattempt check.
How far is it, by the way,
How far?
to the other side? Yeah.
I did say it was jumpable, but
Yeah.
it's like near the end of jumpability. So
Right.
that's
I
like
don't have super high strength either, so I
uh,
don't think I'm gonna go for that. Okay, so another athletics.
another athletics check.
All right, let's see if I roll higher than a 3. I do.
Managed to get around the hefty rock and off to the side with all the ice. You can see most of your allies on the other side waiting for you.
Got
Uh,
this.
Brazier looks out at you and goes, Venner, give me that gem back. Get Vilma!
alright.
And he throws a gem at you and it just kind of like whacks you on the shoulder and falls down.
Brazier!
You have guidance.
Oh,
You are
I'm
welcome.
I'm guided with my hate.
Guided by rage.
Ow!
Acceptable.
Make an acrobatics check now to cross the ice.
Yeah. I'm also trained in this, although not that
You had to
dexterous.
say it.
Dexterous.
Guide yourself.
And then a +4 or a D4.
It's a
14.
d4. It's barely enough, I'll say. You slip and slide a little, and you take 1 bludgeoning damage as you toss Boy and then kind of land on the other side, slamming into the slope before grasping your way back up. Won't make you make a save or anything. On the other side, and you brought Boy. Grundle. The only one left is a child.
Yeet the child.
Grundle
You
just
get
kind
to
of
The
go.
rope entirely.
just kind of starts beasting his way over.
He actually is like, his
The
feet
rage
aren't even
climb.
on the ground. I was gonna say his feet aren't on the ground. He's just holding onto the rope and pulling himself.
Oh my god.
By his fingertips like Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
The pitons start like tearing out of the wall with Grundle's strength. So he just kind of rips them out like he's tearing off a band-aid and then swings across and then climbs the rest of the way up. He's managed to recover the climbing gear and make it to the other side and make everybody look bad.
Nephros claps.
Here you go.
Good job.
Hiding gear.
Well played, Grundle.
Hey, not
But-
bad, kid.
We're gonna
How do
need
we
to come
get
back
back
here.
down?
Yeah.
Maybe you carry Boy next time. That embarrassed me.
Yes, I'll do it.
No, he's right.
Yeah, I know, right?
The goats watch expectantly.
Hey, kid, why don't you hold on to that climbing gear? Because we don't have the sled anymore, so.
Okay.
Oh,
My big
onward and
gear.
upward.
Yeah, put boy down.
Put the dog down.
Boy.
Boy dog.
Put him
Boy
down.
dog boy, party boy.
You put Boy down.
Party boy 7.
Put that boy down.
Boy back where he came from. So help me.
So help me.
So help me. I'm gonna put you guys like this.
Ah.
Oh, that's nicer. You guys
Parallel
stack
processing.
evenly. Although,
Burger.
yeah,
Aesthetics.
aesthetics.
Symmetry.
Alright,
In the tree.
guys, continue your way up the mountain.
My way. Keep climbing.
Make a new athletics check for the group.
Roll till you fail. New exciting
Boy,
game.
Yeah.
This mountain is not getting easier.
As you guys continue up the mountain, it's starting to get rather tiring. You're starting to feel kind of, dare I
Bored?
say it, exhausted.
Don't.
Not this shit
Naturally
again.
Bad word.
acclimated, Chris.
swear.
Okay.
Nephros, you have exhaustion, as does Jeeves.
Ooh.
Hello, exhaustion, my old friend.
I'm here to
Naturally
decrease
acclimated.
rolls again.
Nah.
I'll say that Vilma's natural acclimatization does not. It makes her less likely to fall prey to the endurance that the mountain
Lower
claims.
DC.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right. You guys are making your way up, and there's kind of a point where it flattens out a bit, so you're able to kind of rest for a second, stretching your arms as you continue following Boy, who is still making his way ahead of you. I'm gonna have I'm going to have Suvi and Vilma make perception checks.
Because we're taller.
Small privilege.
Oh no!
What's
Hey,
that over there?
quite small.
Yeah. You take care of it, Suvi.
Vilma's just kind of humming to herself, not really paying
I'm
that much
enjoying
attention.
being on mountains
Yeah.
again. This is
Perhaps
great.
there will be Goliaths on Kelvin's Cairn. You're kind of excited for
Yo.
the whole ordeal.
So you're saying
For
you guys
realsies.
live up here?
Suvi, you quiet Vilma for a second because you hear something off in the distance. Sounds like a sort of there is
A
an
waterfall.
avalanche approaching.
Oh fuck.
We're gonna need everybody to roll for initiative.
Just like
Oh.
home.
You're rolling
Attack.
for us though.
Remind
Yes.
me home.
I
Oh,
will
I hit
roll
the
for
button.
everybody. It's fine. Get out of here.
Reminds you of home. Oh.
Now to roll a 2.
Rejected.
Oh, hey.
Hey, 2% improvement.
Hey, at 15, that's like my best initiative ever, and it's against snow.
Well, it snows pretty fast.
Snow's pretty fast.
Am I
That's
allowed to
true.
be first? I guess in a non-combat, I'm allowed to be first. In combat, I'm always last.
Better than when we went after all the frickin' guards.
Let's have this thing
Oh, look at this.
initiative in.
Oh,
2 dots.
I like when Chris's things rolled low numbers. Oh no.
Well, no, they
Never
have
mind.
specific initiatives.
Oh no.
All right.
So the snowball gets advantage on
The
your attack.
snowball has initiative of 10 and 0.
Cool.
All right.
Whatever that means.
You guys. The avalanche has started to flow 500 feet above you and is moving rapidly down towards you. It's about 100 feet to move out of the way to either side in either direction along this wide open area. Would you like to do,
Panic?
Vilma?
If it doesn't take too long, I'd like to at least try and find if there's some other shelter on the way towards either side. Like
Okay.
a rock blocking the way.
A hole.
Make a
But if we're really
survival
it's gonna
check.
take some time.
I guess this
Yeah.
is textbook survival.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, literally
Tempting to
life or death.
survive.
Yeah. I think I'll just end up running if I can't find anything.
In your panic, you're not able to find a really suitable thing to hide behind. It's best to just run, you think, as your baser instincts set in.
This is definitely a dash action towards the nearest cover.
Okay. Are you heading
It's like 50-50.
beyond the avalanche or heading back where you came?
So we're on a flat ground.
You're lateral to the avalanche. Perpendicular.
So we're going alongside the mountain. The avalanche is coming at us from the side.
Yes.
And yeah, I can clearly see where I'd be protected 100 feet away.
Yeah, the avalanche is about 200 feet wide, and you guys are in about the center of it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll assume I'm leading at this point and just run across straight across then. Double
Okay.
move.
How much movement is that for you?
Yeah, it's just normal 60.
Right. That's 60 away from 0. It's Thrazir's turn. Oh, no, no,
No, no, no, no, no, no.
no. Where is Sasha when I need her?
Finally
It's
time to
safe.
kill Jeeves.
Oh, okay. He has some useful things. He can probably save exactly one person.
Is it gonna be himself?
Jeez. He's not super attached to you guys yet.
Yeah, he keeps charging us for things.
If he lets Jeeves dies, then the hate boner dies.
Well, yeah, he's gonna let Jeeves die. There's no question that this is not gonna be a spell for him.
I mean, the sexual tension between them is so much.
Benric, do you have a speed of 25?
I do.
He glances around quickly, and he touches Venric using his action.
Ah.
Bad
He
touch.
casts haste on you.
Good touch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ew, old man! Oh, I feel fast.
Ooh,
And I will be instantly exhausted once this is done, right?
like,
Sure will.
Second
Ah, fuck.
for 1 turn.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
stunned, right?
No, it's ooh.
Oh no, the haste.
When the spell ends,
consortium.
the target can't move or take actions.
Okay.
Until its next turn.
A
So it's
wave of
basically
lethargy.
stunned. It's not
Be in a safe
exhaustion,
spot.
it's a wave of lethargy. Your speed
Lesser stun.
is doubled. Unfortunately, that was an action for Thrazir, so he's gonna just start running at 30 feet.
Remember me as I lived?
Suvi, it's your turn.
Oh fuck. Run. Gonna try to keep up with Vilma, and I should probably look for a hiding place too, huh?
Yeah, if you think it'll save you.
Stay
That would
together.
be survival. Natural 20.
If
You
it's there, I
find-
probably found it.
You find a stony outcropping on the wall of the mountain that might be able to shield just you. But thankfully, it's only 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it, I guess.
All right,
Save yourself.
Suvi rushes.
Keep going.
This is
Towards
my
there.
hole.
This
It was
is
made
my
for
hole.
me.
He has C for cover. Okay, Grundle, it is your turn.
Coover.
Well, I'm just gonna dash, run.
Run! Double dash.
Ooze.
So what's your movement speed?
60.
Again,
Oh, 30. So
okay, so 60. Make it 60 feet away. Are you following Vilma?
Yeah.
Okay. Thrazir is also following Vilma.
When do you get your bonus speed?
Might be level 4 or
Oh.
something. Unless he does get it and he didn't write it down. I can check real quick, because this seems
I think the
semi-relevant.
only thing I got here was third level was the
Fast movement is at 5th level. That's surprising. I,
only
for some
got
reason,
my
can't even
subclass or whatever.
I can't even imagine a barbarian without fast movement, but it doesn't even happen until level 5. Right, Boyd does have some pretty fast movement himself. He can move 40
Hope we get
feet
there.
around. He's gonna move 80 feet. Nyong!
What a fast boy!
He's a fast boy. It's the avalanche's turn. The avalanche moves
Triple hops.
300 feet towards you guys.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It is now 200 feet away. At initiative count 0, it will move and overtake you. Nephros.
Cool. And he says 100 feet to an edge.
Yes.
Well, that is mighty unfortunate. Because if I cunning action dash, I can move 90 feet.
Can you slide
Alright.
into it?
I can-
Slide
I could
over
help
the
you
DMs.
across. I might shove action you.
Are you
I-
following Vilma and the rest of them? Because there's also downhill.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try something else that is bolder and may backfire, but we'll see.
Throw a bomb at
Make
it.
sure you're not good at it, and then it'll work.
That's
Just
true.
run into
Yeah.
it.
That's
No,
true.
I have my grappling hook, which is tied to 40 feet of rope. So
Ooh.
if I cunning action dash and I spend, let's see, movement and then dash 60 feet, and then I go to throw my grappling hook at, God, I don't know, a jagged something on the.
Are you gonna
edge.
try and hang over the ledge to try and make it so that the avalanche
Oh.
goes over you?
Oh,
Sort of like drape
Jesus.
yourself off the
Mhm.
edge.
I didn't even think of
You want
that.
to become
I was,
a legend?
Mulan?
you know what? Yeah,
That's cooler
sure.
than whatever you were gonna do.
I was
That
gonna
is-
say,
that's
all right, I
way
run to
cooler.
the side and then I cling. I basically use the remaining 40 feet that's missing to hook onto the side, and I might still get knocked around, but at least I'm tethered to the other side. But you know what? Let's try. Let's roll poorly for the ledge thing. Sure.
It's like,
Wait, is athletics something you're good at? Because there's a chance.
Well, athletics isn't. I don't know if
Exactly.
it's athletics or
I
like
would-
sleight of hand or something.
I would call this either sleight of hand or acrobatics. Both could work. It's going to be strength-based to hold on, but it's
Yeah.
going to be dex-based to try and get into this position.
All right. Well, is it at least within? Can I try that from like where I'm starting out, or do I need to run to it?
You would need to run to it. You're in a wider open area, but it's not super far away. It's only about 30 feet away from you.
Yeah. All right. Fine. All right. Yeah. I'll run 30 feet with just regular movement, and then I will try and latch myself on, I guess.
All right. You head towards the ledge, and skidding along the ground, you'd have the grappling hook out and just kind of slam it into the ice, trying to wait until it hooks. Once it does hook, you let go and slide the rest of the way off the ledge. Bit of snow lands on your head, and you brace yourself for the coming tide. Anything else?
You know what? No, I'm gonna I think quietly internally I'm just gonna start a little bit of quick repentance, and that's about it.
Didn't mean to
Wish
lie.
you had
Didn't mean to
faith now, did
lead on that
you?
girl back at the small town. Didn't mean to drink so much that one time. I probably should have killed the lake monster.
I promise I'll never drink again, please.
Drinks more once you live. I live.
Haha!
What a
Fuck you,
flask.
gods!
Piss
I'm
off, guns.
invincible. You did nothing.
It is Jeeves' turn.
Oh boy. Well, we'll miss
Half
Jeeves.
Jeeves.
He looks after Venric going up the slope, and he makes a decision, and he's gonna go the other way. He starts running down the slope at full tilt.
Oh my.
Makes it 60 feet down the slope, and at the very end, he's going to try and jump. There we go.
Do it, Jeeves. You have so much to live for.
Choosing death by his own hand.
Oh, whoops, it
no.
rolled twice. So yeah, that's
Oh,
a
no.
5
Like the
thanks to
average.
the... No. That's a 5 thanks to the exhaustion. He goes to jump, and immediately takes some damage from the fall.
Oh, my ankles.
Now, you see, the trick is to be unconscious already when you land, so you don't take any more damage and just lose death
How
saves.
it works.
He takes 2 damage as he jumps
Well,
like
like,
another... As he jumps another 10 feet or so. So he's now 70 feet. And then you guys lose sight of him.
Jeeves.
It's Venric's turn.
I'm following Jeeves.
You're following Jeeves?
Yep.
Alright. You run after Jeeves. Jeeves! You have
Nice.
50-foot movement speed.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, faster.
You make it.
You can like pick up Jeeves on the way and still have enough to make it there.
Whoops.
You have 3 actions.
Make it 100 feet. I guess to get, like, perspective. It's like this. Yeah, and you're, like, hidden. Nephros is, like, down here somewhere.
Hanging off something.
Yeah. And then, Jeeves is somewhere. You rush after Jeeves. Make a perception check.
Nope.
Jeeves! You call out for Jeeves.
For Jeeves, he'll teleport to you.
Is there anything else you want to do for your turn? That's your movement and your action.
Hmm.
Actually, I think haste might give you even more.
Yeah, you have another
You
action.
could use the bonus haste.
Yeah, you gain an
action
additional
to go
action.
faster.
Be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Could I use Nature's Wrath and try and create like a little area of ensnaring foliage?
Snare yourself.
Not myself, but to try and like buffer the ensnaring the
Good idea.
snow.
try and create cover, I'll say make an Arcana check.
But the gods tell me I can do things. I don't know what this works.
I don't know what I'm doing.
The gods would never lie to you.
Take
Not
the wheel,
once, ever.
Jesus.
You close your eyes and pray for guidance. The what is the exact ability? Can you populate the chat? Not familiar with this one. To ensnare a foe. Spectral vines reach up. The vines kind of spread out and around you, but they aren't really reaching for anything in particular. Not sure if this will stop the snow,
No.
but you're not sure it won't.
I mean, if I can find safety, that's where I'll stay. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep trying to move to find Jeeves.
You have safety. You've made it 100 feet.
Okay. Then
Right.
looking
Have
for
another
Jeeves is my
50
next
to-
priority.
It is the Avalanche's segundo turn.
That's not
The-
a word.
Avalanche has
Segundo?
reactions.
The snow, the white tide, finally collides with you all. Everybody other than Suvi and Nephros and Benric need to make a strength saving throw. Do one for Zir. Do one for boy.
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 It's a 0.
He is not a strong man. As Thrazir is running along, he looks after Venric using his haste spell. Go, save yourself! Ah! And he is
Kill my
instantly
lads.
buried in the snow.
Fly, you fool.
Okay, he takes 2 damage,
Oh no.
but he also falls prone and is rolled along with the tide.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
Oh,
Physics noises.
the physics noises.
All right.
We see his polys just stretching as he collides with everything.
All right. Thrazir is pushed an extra 100 feet.
Oh, Jesus.
And let us see here. To clarify how the avalanches work. Okay. Okay, so regardless of whether you are buried and knocked prone, you are still carried by the snow. So, see, the DC was 15. So you guys are both standing strong. Boy is knocked as well. He's going to take 7 damage. And everybody is pushed 100 feet towards the ledge. And the ledge, as I said, was about 30 feet. So you're kind of knocked over the ledge. But it's not like just a straight vertical drop off. Not the entire way down. So as you're knocked off of the edge, I'm going to need you guys to make additional strength saves. Or
would
dex.
the spell Featherfall be useful at all here?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right.
This is going to be damage
Featherfall
from the fall.
Everybody.
Okay, you featherfall everybody involved, and you start to slowly fall, although it's very difficult to concentrate here. Speaking of which, the Zir needs a concentration check.
I'm gonna ski on top of the avalanche.
It reminds me of home.
Thrazir is somehow able to maintain concentration of the haste spell. Okay, you guys are knocked over the edge. You start slowly falling as the snow continues to pummel you guys, pushing you ever onward. But thankfully, you won't be in danger of hitting the ground strongly. Just in danger of the snow itself. Vilma, it is your turn. You are still 40 feet away from the edge of the avalanche, lest it continue to fall down the rest of the 500-foot drop down the mountain.
Yeah, I'll get the rest of the way.
Okay, you start kind of, as your feet tentatively, occasionally touch the ground, you try and, like, swim and push your way across the snow towards the edge. It's now difficult terrain, I would say.
I don't want to say naturally acclimated, but I won't.
You are naturally acclimated to the mountains. You are not naturally acclimated to feather falling through the avalanche on the side of a mountain.
This is not
I've
intended
probably
behavior.
done it before, but fair enough. So
Clipped
yeah,
out of the map.
but
For me, it was Tuesday.
yeah, so it would only be 30 feet then.
Right. Is there anything else that you can do?
Hold on, I'm just gonna read. But I don't think so. If I could attack something, I could have 10 more feet, but I do not have.
Boys,
something
on
to
your way
attack.
there.
I'm not gonna stab the dog. Not making that mistake again.
Not gonna be like Dan in our other group, who literally sucked the last breath of air out of his familiar to kill it so that he could survive in a vacuum.
Oh my god,
That was a fun event.
it's pretty screwed up.
It is.
That's
Say
what we
that
told
like
him.
familiars actually can breathe or something.
Would an athletics check that's good enough help me against the difficult terrain?
If you were going downhill, I would have given you the option to jump. You're now technically going downhill, so I will give you the option to jump the rest of the 10 feet.
Yeah, I figure like some sort of strength check to get through it.
That's what Jeeves was trying to do going down the other way.
And I want to be like Jeeves, so
We should all be a little bit
Right.
more like Jeeves.
You manage to find a good solid footing on a rock, and pushing off, you're able to tumble the rest of the way 100 feet out of the avalanche's path. Huzzah!
and I think I'll just reach my arm out, see if I give some people something to hold on to, so they can try and make it.
Boy, come here! Brazier is prone. He's... Boy, howdy. I think he might just need to ride this one out.
Yeah, well, he's not gonna die from
Fetal
falling
position.
as long as Featherfall is still going. So
That's true. Brazier is going to use half his movement to get up from prone, and then he's going to use the other half to try to jump away from the mountain. Okay. He is able to kick off of, like, a nearby stone ledge, and he jumps perpendicular to the mountain, just out and away from it, and he starts feather falling the rest of the way down.
honestly, yeah, jumping off might actually be safer than like staying in the avalanche.
Brazier pulls out an umbrella, puts it over his head, and goes,
Oh,
"I'll
God.
see you all later!
Hey, Mary Poppins!
I am Mary Poppins, ho ho!"
Ho ho!
Is he cool?
Suvi,
Yeah. He's
there is a torrent of ice and snow blasting past you, but you've managed to maintain.
Just kind of sit there.
You've managed to find a safe enough space. You're just hoping that the ledge is able to hold. Grundle, you are in the same position as Vilma. You are falling off of the cliff face. What do you want to do?
I'm running.
reaching out. Grundle!
Well, here I go.
Okay, it is half
Don't lose the
movement.
javelins! I paid for them, don't lose them. Let's go.
Even
This-
if you die, just don't.
It is half movement, so you'll be able to do the same thing Vilma did and make it up to 90 feet. You can try to jump the rest of the way with an athletics check.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you get to the edge. You see Vilma reaching out her hand at the at an outcropping that the
Use
snow
the
is just
shovel.
passing over. You lunge out, yeah, and you overtake her onto the other side.
Just free willing over me.
I'm not.
You jam the shovel into the
101
snow.
feet. All right, boy is tumbling. Thankfully, he's very fast, and he is able to make it all the way to the other side, even through the rough terrain. So he can move 40 twice, so he makes it 120 feet.
Good boy.
It's the Avalanche's turn.
Eyes. Look at these dooming eyes at us. Just like,
I know, it's the mountains just
They're looking
looking
at
Yeah,
at
the
us.
mountain is just looking. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill your old men, and you can't stop me.
Misty Mountains cold.
Oh no!
Where's its frowny face?
I mean, it's got a monocle going on right
No! 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 This is too Sugoi to be the mountain. No!
The mountain trying to kill me is too kawaii.
Tsundere Mountain.
That's the name of my cereal that I'm gonna be making.
Woo, did my avalanche hurt you? Good times. Anyway,
Who's dead?
the avalanche continues to surge down the mountain. Nephros, circling back to you, I need you to make a strength or athletics check.
Oh boy. All right. Well, they're about the same.
And you have exhaustion, so there's that.
Yeah, that's right.
Just roll good, man. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, that's right.
Like a boss.
15. You're able to hold on to the rope. You skid down a little bit, but you're able to climb back up the lost space. Just hope that the avalanche passes soon. Benric, it's your turn.
I am safe.
You are safe. As you look around, you
Ricky
find
Jeeves, yeah.
Jeeves hanging out behind a rock. Master Benric, quickly, to
Get over here.
safety!
This is safe.
I am safe as well. He was a little bit beyond you, just like maybe 10 feet away.
Gotcha. Well, I guess we're gonna tuck her down here. I'll lay on hands too, because you took damage.
Let's tuck her down here. Okay,
Ooh, damn.
Did he jump and like slide down? Is that how he got so far?
you lost sight of
Invented
him.
Snowboarding.
I see.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see him.
Oh no, he did. We lost sight of him, so he did his magic.
Right. Yeah, if you want to lay on hands, he has 2 hit points lost, so you can give him 2.
Yep, I give him 2.
Left eye's turn.
Keep him topped up. That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Aren't
when
you
then
level
something
3,
could just
Benric?
kill him.
Yeah. Oh, I never updated those.
Renric.
Yeah, it's 5 times your level.
Wow.
The avalanche
Gs.
continues to surge past. Nephros,
Good ability.
Rank
one
is
more
fall.
athletics check as the avalanche makes its pass.
Getting his cardio. Oh,
I don't see Stuvia and Nephros. Where'd they go?
The avalanche makes its final pass over the ledge, and Nephros, your hands finally start to slip and give out. Make a strength or dexterity saving throw.
rope burn.
You fall a bit beyond the rope, but you're able to grasp onto some rocks and save yourself from the fall. You only take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, dislocated finger.
Ooh.
Pop
Right.
the pulley.
You guys are heavily displaced, but the avalanche has passed. Everything is eerily quiet as the kind of muffled noise rumbles down the rest of the hill. Brazier is way down at the bottom of the hill. It looks like he might not be joining you guys.
Oh no.
This was the Thrasier remover.
Thank you, Chris.
That's all it took.
Maneuver.
That's all it took was an avalanche.
Chris didn't want to play Thrasier is what happened. Okay.
My God, it looks worse without the eyebrows.
I mean, honestly, he could have saved himself, but he decided to save Venric, who has small, tiny legs.
No,
I'm
that was,
tiny.
that was the best option, honestly.
Plus, he wanted Venric's favor, because Venric favors Chiefs right now.
Yep.
Wait, why are we... Oh
Knew
no.
it.
Old
That
man
son
fight.
of a bitch!
What?
Nothing. It's just politics.
Oh my.
You're still my favorite. It's okay.
That's not it. I'm just glad that you are safe, Venric.
Wait, is Jeeves a masked lord?
Masked Lord of Waterdeep.
Jeeves.
Jeeves.
He's cursed.
Knew it.
He's got the power to teleport, and he's cursed to Venric. That's why he's like,
God.
That don't make sense.
Haha, I took
Fucking-
the last lord.
Fucking forgot that moment. That
Yeah,
moment
Chris.
from the other campaign.
Yeah.
The masked
Oh, boy.
lords will see you now. Hello, it is me, a masked lord. You do not know my face.
Court of Owls.
Pretty much, it's like a whole
Who could I
fucking
be?
water.
All right.
I'll call out.
I pop out of
Woo,
the
we're still
snowbank.
alive!
Oh, you caused another avalanche.
I'm alive.
Oh, you call
know,
out? Is that
Grundle,
your
I know.
final answer? No. The snow has settled for now.
Who's not dead?
Nephros is he's gonna wait a little bit and then he's gonna climb back up the rope.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, no,
Sylvia,
the
you're just
echoes.
standing there? Where'd
Still
Nephros go?
coming
He jumped
Um,
over the edge.
You hear a
Suvi,
from over the ledge.
Suvi, you see a grappling hook embedded in the snow with like a embedded in the ice with a thick like lump of snow over it. And you see the rope kind of like shimmying at the other end, and you hear like
Yeah.
a grunt.
I'm gonna creep over there and try to assist him.
Okay.
Nephros, are you alive?
Yeah, but not for long. Help me up, help me up, help me
Grab
up.
the rope.
Suvi, make an
assist.
athletics check.
Roll to assist.
All right, you're able to
Suvi
pull
gets-
Nephros up effortlessly. Nephros doesn't have to do any more lifting. Scared enough as
Gotta
it was.
reel him up like a fish.
Yeah.
Shake him off a little bit.
Thank you.
You see where the others went?
Benric and Jeeves are down the mountain, and they are kind of climbing up carefully through the snow. Boy, Grundle, and Vilma went over the ledge. They have a bit of a more difficult climb ahead of them. Not to mention, Boy is not that much of a climber.
Yeah, I'll see
Hey,
that boy
hey,
got
dog.
hurt. I'll just like ruffle the snow out of him and give him a cure wounds.
Good dog.
So
Pet him, but it
just
has no
D8
game
plus-
mechanic value.
6 healing.
Plus one
Can you
friendship.
pet the dog?
What is this, Monster Hunter?
I'm petting the dog. That's all I'm doing, and he feels better for it.
Feels better. Not fully better, bastard, but better.
Oh yeah.
Asshole.
You son of a bitch, you didn't even heal the dog all the way.
Can you even try, like...
Alright, Vilma, Grundle, and Boy, you guys are faced with a 100-foot climb up.
Oh god.
Nephros only had like a 10-foot or so climb 30 feet away from Suvi, but you guys were pushed 100 feet off of the cliff.
All right. Well, let's go.
Can we see them right now, or
Time to get going.
If you go to the ledge, you can see like where they've gotten to safety, but they're still 100 feet away from you.
Yeah, when Sui pulled me up, I imagine we kind of like turned around and saw where they were, basically.
do you think we could tie two ropes together and help them out or something?
I mean, maybe. I mean, we should probably head over to the safest spot and just kind of point them towards it, and then we can try that out. Yeah, let's
gonna
get
make
over
our
to
way
a safe.
there.
We'll get over to a safe spot, and I guess we could anchor the grappling hook into something and throw the rope down for them to eventually grab onto.
Grundle had the climbing kit. But I think the Explorer pack comes with like 2 pythons anyway. No,
Uh-huh,
That's
yeah,
probably the Dungeoneer's pack. I'm
The
thinking.
the burglar's kit does. I have pythons in my bag.
Yeah, so we'll makeshift some kind of rope hanging down a couple 100 feet or so. I don't know. Whatever we can manage.
Yeah. I mean, I only have 40 feet of rope on me, so.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
50.
Actually, Grundle has the climbing gear, right?
That he does.
Yeah. Why don't
I
you
use
put
that
that
to
on and
help
like
us.
help boy up, and then I'll climb along with you.
You kind of fashion a harness for Boy and use the pulley included in the kit, along with the pitons to carefully make your way up. Probably take at least an hour to make this arduous climb, but it's possible thanks to your climbing gear, even with the sheer ledge. However, strong boy and strong girl and strong good boy, I'm gonna need you all to make athletics checks.
Make them until I tell you to stop.
Just Make them until you fail them.
God.
We'll keep
And when you
rolling
do-
until one of us is dead.
Climbing gear.
Immediately.
Climbing gear.
Was it advantage? I don't know. What
I
it
don't
was.
know.
He
The
just
climbing
doesn't
gear
fall more than
prevents you from
25 feet.
falling more than 25 feet, which
Oh.
Alright.
is currently being used for Boy, so that Boy doesn't need to climb, I recall.
Well, I figured Grundle would wear it, and then while he's wearing it, help Boy, and like give him the help action or something, since he's safer.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you don't want to
specifically, I
fashion
think, for
a...
not falling, not for anything else, really.
Yeah. But,
Should have bought more of those.
let's see how to adjudicate this. So, you guys haven't really started much of the climb, so you're not going to take too much
Only the
damage.
climb is real.
Grundle, you take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Okay.
You know, not much.
Oh, the max. Okay.
Gets
You slip
punched by the mountain.
You slip, and in trying to save Boy from the same fate, you kind of like scrape your knee on a rock. It's very painful, but you're grinning and
Ow.
bearing it.
Does mountain have fists?
Woo, did
Does
you
this mountain
scrape a
wanna
knee
fight?
on me?
Am I gonna have to fight in Mountain? Is that
Don't-
where we're going
Don't
today?
recommend it.
Not at
Velma
this
just
level.
starts punching the mountain.
Don't you punch my friend!
But, in spite of your scraped knee, the rest of you are able to make it all the way up. Perturbed. You're able to rejoin your friends.
Yeah, did their rope help? I'm assuming.
Yeah, the fact that you had the climbing gear and the rope meant that basically it was just a matter of how much time are you wasting and how much damage did you take in the attempt. Okay, I will also say that Grundle now has a level of exhaustion. Actually,
damage, just
hold
save
on.
Exhaustion.
Hold on. Make a Constitution save to try to resist the exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
That sounds correct.
Con save. Ooh.
Okay. You managed to overcome the threats of exhaustion from the prolonged climb, especially with trying to get Boy up there with you.
I don't want to go to bed.
Bed is for bed boys. I'm awake,
Goodness.
boy.
I'm woke.
I'm woke. That's what my
No.
uncle
Another
told
avalanche
me.
starts 'cause
Very
he
woke.
screams, "I'm woke!" at the top of his lungs.
That's not how that works. You can't just scream you're woke.
He can scream whatever he wants. He just climbed a mountain.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all just climbed a
Woke.
mountain.
He's very tired.
Well, halfway of the mountain.
You can scream whatever you want, Venric.
No, screaming less might be good for less avalanches.
What,
Just
is there
saying.
gonna be another avalanche? There's not that much snow up there.
Shh. I like slap your knee and I look around the mountain
Hey,
as if it's
Fate.
gonna get us.
Let me spit in your face really quick.
Stop it! Stop! You're gonna piss off something.
The mountain.
Am I gonna have to gag all of you or what?
The mountain squints at you, just kind of
Yep.
like levels its hand with its eyes, like its hand to its eyes, like pointing its fingers at it, and then points its fingers at you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's watching you.
Yep, the googly eyes are watching us.
Oh god, those. Ugh. Two
We'll put
peoples in
googly eyes
either
up
direction.
All right. You reach a steep, snow-covered incline, dotted with jagged rocks. You can see off down there. You can see that there's looks like there's signs of movement. Well, long since movement. There's what looks to be the remnants of a campfire that's been snowed over. Looks like
we're
there's
not
like
the first up here.
Yeah. Looks like there was one of those jagged rocks kind of like rolled over on its side to serve as a bench. But there's no sign of anyone else there. But it's
Can we look at
something.
Boy to see if he wants to go and sniff forward and maybe
Yeah.
find
Look at that
someone?
boy.
Yeah.
Boy rushes over to the campsite and starts
Yeah.
sniffing around.
Pretty boy.
Right. Is anybody else investigating, or just investigating from a distance while Boy continues to sniff?
I'll go
Perception
over
check?
to the camp.
Yeah, I'd rather do a perception.
Okay. Suvi walks over, following Boy. Benric scouts out the horizon here, looking around to see if there's
Use
any
that
sign
dark
of where they
vision.
might have gone to. Let's see here. A 17 is exactly enough. It's interesting.
Hmm.
Vendrick, as you're looking around, you can see that you are not alone.
Like, how not alone? Like humanoid, animal,
Dog, there's a furball.
dog. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people around me. I know I'm not
It's
alone.
really about how you feel.
I can tell you.
Room chat.
Who dare?
You watch Suvi as... What? No, Allie, I'm gonna... Get him back on the microphone.
Get back in your cave.
Did you
Allie,
think he was
don't-
gonna tell
no.
you in person? Because you guys.
She thought it was like a
Allie.
secret chat.
Extra secret, just for me.
No,
Whisper.
not during
I
stream,
was just,
honey.
I was just waiting for you to shut up so I could tell you.
Rude.
Okay.
No secret chats for you.
Venric, you see that you are not alone. There is a thing that looked like it could have been a white, snowy drift, but it's actually moving. Oh, not that. It's actually moving slowly towards Suvi, and it has the posture of a feline, a rather large feline.
Not another Cragget.
Craig, yeah.
Cricket.
Cricket.
Suvi has not
Cool
noticed
cat.
it yet.
I guess I'm just gonna yell out.
Sylvie, behind you!
Not again.
Meanwhile, Grundle, another crag cat, leaps up from behind you guys and lunges to
Hey.
attack.
Could we do this another day, maybe?
It rolls a natural one, lunging over you and landing in the snow. Let's roll for initiative and get someone delete those, Chase.
I was going to say, Chris, I think you need to take the crayons away from the children.
Unfortunately, I do not have that capability. And let's do it.
Well, the eyes are allowed on the mountain.
Do it.
Here we go.
These two eyes, these kind of look like eyes already.
Yeah, it's very surprised at this development. Okay, we're just doing theater of the mind, but one is stalking after Suvi. One has just lunged towards Grundle and is now in the midst of you guys.
Okay.
I'll maybe separate you guys just to make that distinction. You guys are not surprised thanks to Venric being able to spot it. Nephros, it's your turn.
All right. I will go ahead and attack the one that is in the midst of us.
Not a Crag Cat Whisperer, too?
No, I am not a crag cat whisperer.
Be more useful if you were, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. These guys, as usual of most creatures here, they are padded. So that's plus nothing. But
Fluffy.
24, definitely going to hit. Roll for damage. There is at least one ally nearby. Yeah, at least Grundle is nearby.
Even
So,
if there wasn't, I would have rakish audacity.
oh, all right. Neat.
It's our first combat since level 3.
Yeah, right.
Who's more audacious, you or the crag cat?
All right.
Clearly me, I grappling hooked off a cliff to survive an avalanche.
He's earned it.
Don't need to advantage on the attack roll. You just need to. No. So basically, if they're alone, you have
yes, if it's alone, no matter what, I can do sneak attack against it.
yeah, you have
As long as he's
Kha'Zix
not
against it.
flanked.
Yeah, I have Cossacks, yes.
Okay. And to show this off, then I'll say that it lunged over Grundle and is in the midst of nothing. So Nephros is able to go over and engage it directly. You're able to hit it and deal 16 damage.
Wait, he didn't jump into the snow first before attacking?
You kidding me? I've almost died twice.
He's
Time
folded
how to
up.
live. Time how to live a little.
As you
Hell
engage
yeah.
the crag cat, you're kind of like circling around it. Come on, watch the birdie. And as it goes to swipe at you, you swipe your rapier across its cheek, causing blood to start pouring into the snow.
Anime
Whoa, whoa,
scratch.
whoa! I still have a
You
bonus
still have
action.
cunning actions because you're a
Now I can dive
stupid
into
ass
snow.
rogue.
Yeah, yeah, fucking rogue. I'm gonna swipe at it with my offhand dagger.
Yeah. You lunge for it, but the crag cat is onto you now. It's wise. It jumps out of the way.
All right. And then I am going to use my movement to move 30 feet away from it.
Okay, that would provoke an attack. Unless
Except I have fancy footwork.
you have some bullshit
Don't
that
give a
makes you not.
damn about your fancy footwork.
Rogue.
All right, you come in, wiggle your daggers and rapier around, and then wiggle your way back out again.
I bet you missed, Chuck.
Good.
All right. and
Pretty
that's it.
good. It is
Fuck your
Jeeves'
opportunity
turn.
attacks.
Yeah,
Just so cool. It's just such a cool thing. So many cool features. in this
Swag out.
class.
is
Runs up and kicks his ass.
Jeeves rushes in. Ugh, I too have the audacity.
Jeeves, use that dagger I gave you.
Oh, I'm audacious.
Pulls out his quarterstaff.
Okay.
I call
Give
him
it back if
stick.
you're never gonna use it, but
Oh, Vilma, it's your turn.
use the pointy end.
Of the quarterstaff.
I'll try to I don't know how far it is, but I'm gonna try and get around it.
It's easy to get to.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, yeah, then because I kind of want to flank it if I can, or try and get around it.
Okay, you get into a position in which you might be able to help somebody else. Well, actually, Jeeves is going to provide flanking for you.
Cool. Great, and then I will attack it.
Get you over here.
I'll draw out 2 daggers as well, and go poking.
Take a dagger.
Dagger.
All right, that's going to hit with a 24 thanks to flanking.
6 damage. I could do a thing. I might save it. I don't have that many Bardic Inspirations. Okay, I'll just go for a second attack.
Okay, you rush onto the other side, and with Jeeves distracting it with the stick, you're able to swipe at its hindquarters,
Yeah,
leaving an
I'll
opening
offhand-
for another offhand attack.
Yeah, I did take 2 weapon fighting, so it'll be plus my strength.
2 weapon fighting. Is that a bard thing?
Fighting
It's sword bard.
Sword bard. Okay. 10. 10.
Plus flanking is 12 good.
Plus 12? 12 is just barely not enough. It is 13.
Okay. All right.
The creature is able to dodge out of the way of your secondary attack. Suvi, after Venric's warning, you look around and you see you are faced with a crag cat right near you. It's not 5 feet away from you, but it's maybe 15 feet away.
Time to show off my bonus subclass. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to it and gonna whip out a hand axe and go for a choppy chop. Back, foul beast.
Right,
So,
thanks.
Plus 2 with padded, right?
+2 against padded. Take out your hand axe and you're able to chop through its thick fur and land a blow in its side.
Now I will activate my Swarm Keeper stuff.
Jesus.
Oh, we're going Swarm Keeper, Hunter. I did
Yeah.
not realize that.
What
I got some interesting flavor for this one. I gotta
What?
make them little icy birds. Is
Ooh,
the appearance of the swarm. So it's just gonna
I was gonna ask.
conjure some icy shit and just hit them with the stuff. And I'm gonna do the 1d6 extra damage, I think.
That's hot.
The 1d6.
Or cold.
Do the regular damage first. Yeah, 8 slashing, 1d6. Nice.
I'm just trying to read everything for my future reference. So you can add a d6, move it 15 feet, or You can move 5 feet. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Neato.
So yeah, that's 14 damage.
As your axe is hefted over your head, these icy spirits of these little glowing whitish blue birds emerge from your form. These fey protectors of the Icewind Dale. They swarm towards the crag cat and guide your hand axe true. It slams into the side and blasts it with an extra burst of damage. Little icicles pierce outward from your strike where the wound was struck. You gonna take 14 damage. What is the 3 from? Is that from Hunter's Mark?
Yeah, I didn't put that on.
Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that wasn't added. Alright, anything else?
That's a bonus action in action.
Right. Is this crag cat's turn? Faced with Jeeves and Vilma, it does some quick, strategizing. Realizes Vilma's the bigger threat. And it's gonna try and move around Vilma, which does provoke an attack of opportunity from
Smite him,
Jeeves.
Jeeves! Jeeves, smite him!
I shall!
Use the dagger, Jeeves!
I have the staff out. I have trouble walking.
I am old. Shut up.
I am old.
Just stab it!
Well, just stab it. It's crag cat time.
Oh, God.
Right. The crag cat is gonna go and snap at Vilma as it reveals its long fangs.
Not again.
They call him Longfang.
Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, it hits. I even get new armor. Still kicking my ass.
Didn't you get new armor?
I did. I put it up to a 14.
Oh. Never mind then.
Well, actually, what type of armor is it?
Male.
Is it mail?
So it hits me even harder.
It hits you even harder. Alright, you take
So
8
write that
piercing
down.
damage as the teeth kind of pierce through the mail, bursting a few of the rings in the armor.
Every time I gotta get stabbed.
Benric, it is your
I'm
turn.
being stabbed every time.
How far away am I from the crag cat?
It's moved a little bit a ways, but you could still make it to it, just not to the other side, probably.
Okay. I will take out my shield.
Okay, you're gonna use an action
And-
to equip it?
Yeah, I'll use an action to equip it, and I stand right here and I make sure I guard Jeeves.
Okay. I mean, you could just not wear the shield and go in.
No.
No, he's gotta be safe. Safety first, Chris.
Then I would only have 18 AC.
I lost most of my health to that turn, but man, safety first.
No,
Alright,
no,
well,
no.
you're gonna interpose yourself between Jeeves and the cat?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll move forward around.
I'm gonna protect Jeeves by standing behind him with my shield. You leap out in front to defend your ward. Please, Master Venric, let me defend you.
Not how
Let
this
me
works.
defend you. No, just kidding.
Rips the shield from your hands.
Grundle, it is your turn. Same situation, you can get to the crag cat, but probably not all the way to the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Or I'll try to. I'm just gonna recklessly attack it with my axe.
Right? Whip it out and swing around with advantage. Against the padding, that's gonna be 18. That'll definitely hit.
9.
You said you're not raging, so that is 9. You land a mighty blow over its neck. It seems to be hemorrhaging blood at this point, dumping all over its pristine white fur. It looks like it's trying to make a run for it. Anything else?
That's it.
Right, boy, emboldened by Suvi, is going to rush towards the crag cat. Using his superior movement of 40 feet, is going to get around the other side of the crag cat and pack tactics flank this boy.
That's some numbers, I imagine.
Get him, boy.
Pack tactics.
Pack
20.
Boy, party boy.
Let's reroll it for 10 damage.
Who needs to be Beastmaster when you just have a dog?
When you just
Yeah.
have a dog.
Literally for free.
Honestly, way better than the Beastmaster so far.
We have to give him back afterward.
Once again, we will steal it.
We're going to save this man and then kill him for his dog.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Well, you have to have him sign Big Hunk first, so that way it's at least more valuable. And then we kill him.
No, the names on Big Hunk are my kill list right now, and somebody volunteered first.
All right. Boy lunges for the crag cat and is able to blast its teeth through its hind leg, tearing a hamstring. The crag cat falls prone and is like pulled backward a bit from Suvi. Whee! And it's its turn. It's gonna turn to Boy.
Kit Kat. Oh, you're gonna kill him? Okay.
Actually. Well, first it's gonna get it from prone. Gotta do that. Now we gotta kill the dog. Oh, it didn't. It turns around to snap at Boy, but Boy manages to leap out of the way, anticipating the attack. Crag Cat gets nothing but a mouthful of rocks.
It's my alpha. That's my alpha.
Nephros, it's your turn. Both cats
Alrighty.
look weak.
I'm still within 30 feet of the one that I attacked. Am I within 30 feet of the other crag cat? Or how far away from it am I guess, rather?
Since you were able to get away, I'll say you're equidistant from both.
Okay. I will run over to the other crag cat then, with 30 feet of movement, and I will attack it with my short sword.
Okay.
Sword that is short.
That's gonna hit. That's gonna be 20 damage.
Ow.
Goodbye.
That's gonna obliterate the crag cat from its mortal
Delete.
plane. You rush in,
Turned into a ghost.
sword first, leaping onto the cat, and stab it right in its stomach. With a twist, you pull the blade out again and stab to finish it off in the neck. Cat goes down very quickly.
Turns into pixels like
Alright.
it's Final Fantasy.
Well,
More
I mean,
They're called fireflies.
you know what? I'll go for glory. I will cunning action dash to move 30 over to the next crag cat, and I will offhand dagger attack it.
You're like Naruto, man.
So you're using a bonus action to dash and then using a bonus action
So-
to offhand?
I thought I was cunning action dashing, and then
Cunning action uses a bonus action.
that is my bonus action. That's correct. It's the bonus action is for the movement
Regular
thing.
dash.
So
But
then
what if I
am not-
had 3 bonus actions?
Yes, sorry.
Throw it.
Dagger,
Throw it.
dagger, dagger,
Yeah.
dagger.
You can't bonus.
action,
You can't
dagger.
bonus action throw.
You can if you don't dash.
Well, I thought you could only throw weapons
Offhand.
as a primary action. Okay, then I guess I will consider that a throw then.
Yeah, it's just a
Thrown
a
dagger.
secondary attack.
But
I
it still
guess.
doesn't. It still doesn't get bonuses to damage though.
Oh, okay.
I would assume because it's an offhand throw, and that's like just the modifier
Yeah.
for offhand.
Yeah, this is
Whatever.
probably not
Four.
rules kosher, but whatever.
Okay, so that,
I
all
was
right, yeah.
literally gonna do the same thing, so.
All right, bonus action, whip the dagger at it.
Whip the
Everybody
dagger
whip a
at
knife
it
at it.
and manage to get 2 20s.
Oh, sorry, that's
Will
not
hit.
the 19 sneak does not hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
the
take
thing
4
was still
piercing.
checked.
And what did you say about going for glory?
I said I was gonna do it. Yeah, so I go in and do the like double stab on it, and then I turn and just kind of with my offhand, just in an arc, just whip over and just throw a dagger, and it stabs it right in the eye.
Yeah, it does just that. The crag cat yowls and rolls over onto Vilma, twitching. Not onto, but like in front of Vilma.
Kit.
Get bit, Kit.
You bit me, asshole. That was fucking sweet, Nephros, and I'll pick up the dagger and toss it back to him.
Whew. Yeah, I mean, thank you. I'm still kind of chilly from the cold, but I think the adrenaline from that avalanche and it going off the cliff, whew, they can still feel it.
Hey, you've been having a good day up here.
Thank you. Whew.
I feel
Well, it looks like
Pretty
lunch
fucking
has
epic.
delivered itself.
All right. You guys.
chili.
Doesn't look like there are any other crag cats nearby. These ones have been slain.
Well, we have dinner now.
You have dinner now, and you're
Yeah.
at an abandoned campsite.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get fire ready.
How
hope I
much?
can
Yeah.
find
What time is it?
Well, I think you made it in like 4 hours to the mountain, and you started like right away in the morning. So
Pretty
I'd say
much
you've probably been
trying to do shots,
climbing
I
for a
guess.
few hours. It's maybe afternoon now, like 2.
We could rest for an hour and make it to the summit before it gets too dark.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to waste a lot of time, so.
Well,
I think
do we
that's fine.
have to get to the summit? We just need to find out where Boy's owner is. We don't
Well,
need to actually
yeah,
get
well,
to the top.
Maybe not the summit, but perhaps further. I mean,
We didn't really
did we
finish
find any
searching this
tracks?
camp yet.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
check this out because
Let's
this
let's
is the
finish
camp.
looking around.
Guaranteed somebody was here.
Is it survival check to find tracks or something?
You gotta breathe off this bite.
You can attempt a survival to find tracks. You can attempt an investigation to investigate the campsite itself.
No, I could take an 18
I
on
will.
that. Survival.
I'll try and investigate the camp.
Track check.
Oh, well, at least disadvantage wasn't too bad.
Okay. Nephros, an investigation of the camp doesn't yield too much. It looks like they might have had some gear with them at some point. There's only scraps left. It must have taken it out with them. And there's not really any signs of where they might have gone. Not really any signs of how long it's been since the fire was put out either. But it doesn't feel warm. Suvi, you, however, are able to find signs of movement. Beneath some of the jagged rocks pocking this landscape, you're able to find drag marks in the ground and drips of blood smeared on some of the rocks. It looks like someone crawled away, and you have a direction.
I think there's a sign of crawling. They might be nearby. Maybe we
That
can axe
means-
that rest.
Yeah, we should wait, especially if someone's injured and that someone injured is the person we're looking for.
I'm sure the blood is frozen solid at this point, but okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of smeared on the rock, very thin coating.
Let's just
Chipping
push
off.
a little further ahead just to make sure he's not around the corner.
Boy rushes up to the site where Suvi's investigating, sniffs at the blood, and starts barking.
Get your master.
It he starts running off in the direction.
If that's not a yes, then I don't know what it is. We should follow.
Yep. I'll hustle after him. Boy, slow down. There might be more crag cats.
Boy rushes off till he finds a point where two like glacial rocks have like collided together, and there's like a triangular cavern. It's kind of small looking, and it's like got some snow filling it in almost. It looks like there was some snow piled up around the outside, and you can see a pair of boots hanging out of it, motionless.
Well, they're regular human-sized boots.
They do appear to be.
Okay, no sleeping giant. That's all I need to know.
No, it is not a boot the size of you.
One
I
boot
would
is-
have mentioned that detail.
I
Just-
don't know, I'm a half giant, you know? This looks kind of big, you know? Guys, I found a boot.
Wait, is there a foot in it, or is it just
No.
a boot?
Hanging.
All right, well, just
Kind of just
checking.
go to the entrance of the cave and go, whoa. Is anybody in here?
Well, it is not a very big cave. It's like you'd need to crawl down into it. And when I say the boots are kind of hanging out of the cave at the entrance of it, as you get closer, you note that there are in fact legs attached to them
Oh,
that are
man.
kind of laying down, motionless, inside of the cavern. Boy rushes over and starts
Understood.
sniffing at the boots and is whimpering heavily.
All right, well,
I think we got a body.
Oh, major bummer.
Well, I'm gonna reach in and try to retrieve the carcass.
You pull on the legs of the humanoid figure,
try to be
knocking
gentle.
over
don't...
the snow.
Yeah.
You drag
Yes,
them out.
gently.
There is a sallow-faced man that's frozen over. It's a veritable shining-looking motherfucker. He's bundled up in many groups of fabrics. It looks like he's torn apart a backpack and wrapped it around himself. Make a medicine check.
Identify carcass.
Suvi, you put your furball ears to his chest, put your hand over his mouth. There's the faintest bit of breath. It's cold.
He's alive.
Well, bring him here quickly.
He is alive, and he has 5 levels of exhaustion.
Him, hug him out, warm him up, and take him over.
Just
Right.
hug it
Be
out.
all right.
Wrap him up, drag him over. He is unconscious. It seems he is unable to talk.
Get that fire going.
Well, do you want me to heal him or do you want me to get the fire going? Pick one.
Well, someone else can. Doctor.
I'm gonna go over and I'll do lay on hands, and I'll give him a 12.
Oh, he's got hit points now. He's so cold.
Yeah, come on, come on.
Yeah, in spite
Come on,
of
Grundle.
in spite of the hit point increase, he's probably still going to need to be heated up,
Yep.
or else he's
Come
going
on,
to die
Grundle.
from exhaustion.
Microwave
Grundle,
your
Velma,
rescued
let's go.
friend.
Come on, let's go start that fire over there.
I'll toss my fire starter to Nephros.
Here, use this gizmo. It'll help.
Oh, thanks.
You start the fire as an action easily enough. The remaining
Huddle up.
wood that's left in there is startable. You just needed to like crack off some of the ice. Looks like it was stopped before the wood completely burned down. Managed to relight the fire. It's still very cold up here in spite of everything. Garrett is wrapped up in Suvi's blanket that he gave him. Or what did you give him? Like your fur thing?
Cold weather gear, probably.
Cold
Don't know.
weather gear.
Some
Alright,
kinda
if anybody has some extra cold weather gear, it might be helpful.
stuff. Boy, cuddle up to him. Keep him warm.
Boy does.
Don't leave his side.
Boy is kind of squirreling around Garrett, rubbing his fur against him. Garrett is
Did I
still
Roll
laying.
something to render medical
motionless.
care. I don't know.
Well, he did make a medicine check to identify. You can attempt a new medicine check to try and care for him. Perhaps survival would count
Frostbite
too.
care check, I guess. I don't know.
Can we?
Hmm,
Does the
pretty
bed? Does the bedroll that's included in the explorer's pack, is that like warm? Is it like a sleeping bag? Can we like wrap
Yeah.
that around him?
That's what I imagine it is. It's like a rolled up sleeping bag.
Okay. Yeah, you know that this guy needs to be kept very warm for a while. Like, quite a while. If he's gonna make it.
It's
It looks like this
Lay
was
some
like
blankets on him.
this was the last few minutes that this guy had left, and you guys were able to get him in the nick of time. Nephros, you take out the bedroll that you found from the encampment. You guys wrap him up, put him near the fire, and put Boy near him.
I can prestidigitate and warm him up as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so once he's secured,
keep
I'm
the
gonna
fire
run
going.
over and skin the cats while they're
Wait,
still warm.
how are you warming him?
Prestidigitation. Apparently, it says you can warm 1 cubic foot of non-living
Oh.
material.
Well,
Oh.
okay, but so
Oh,
you're warming
heat
up the
up,
bag.
like-
You can
Yeah.
warm the
Yeah,
warm the bed in the
You
bag.
can warm up the
He's got-
blanket.
He's got an electric blanket. Yeah.
Melt
Nice.
the ice around where we have him laid down.
Electric
Easy
boogaloo.
peasy. Yeah, you guys have a lot of methods of warming this guy up, and it's slowly starting to work.
Burn him. Fireball.
Suvi, you start. Actually, you're probably busy with trying to help Garrett here. If somebody else wants to start carving up the crag cats, you can.
Climb
Yeah.
inside Bebo.
I could try. I'm not really good with survival stuff.
Take a knife and cut along its fur. It's easy.
All
Grundle.
right. Jeeves, help.
I have a great axe.
Oh,
We need
I mean,
big
they'll get the
pieces of
job
cloth.
done.
Yeah, kid, why don't you give a shot at carving up those cats?
That's not carving. That's just like
Yeah.
chop them. Okay.
You mean
He's a
carving
hand
up the
at it,
cats?
too.
Above 10.
Okay.
Time to chop.
Won't mind if I do.
Grundle, you
If
make
we
some.
opened it up and we shove him in there, he'll be warm.
No.
It's true, it does work, but
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Grundle, you make some nice haughty chunks of meat from at least one of the crag cats. You're able to salvage, we'll say, I mean, pretty big cats. I'll say you were able to salvage 15 pounds of rations.
Few arms.
Pounds.
So that's basically 15 days worth of rations. Or for, I guess, a group of U5, 3 days of rations.
yeah,
Hey,
ration is 2
Jeeves
pounds,
doesn't
so
need
it's
food, neither does Boy.
quite a bit.
Neither does this
I
new
don't-
person.
Why don't
Yeah,
we
even need
set
food.
up camp here and like get some food and rest and try and take care of him?
Alright. We're gonna
Yeah,
take
it's in no
3
shape to
crag
move.
cat rations.
Did you get any skin?
Grundle was able to salvage some skin, but due to his interesting methods, they're mostly in small scraps.
Yeah, worth a shot.
We're
More
going to try
like
and use it to warm
nuggets.
Garrett.
Yeah, make a scarf, I don't know.
You could put some of them on him.
Muffler.
Scarf.
A little gross, but you can,
It's
you can
soggy.
do it.
Still warm. Good.
Gross.
It's got body warmth on it.
Gross.
And
Gotta put the
The
fur on the
fur.
outside so it works.
you guys, would you like to make a short rest here?
Yes.
Hmm.
A
think
short
so.
camp.
You guys gather around campfire,
Eat some lunch.
eat some lunch, eat some
Eat
gorp,
cat meat.
some fire
Heal my
cat,
hit dice.
spend some hit dice.
I will hit die to recover my 1 HP.
Oh, and a mess kit.
There we go.
I can actually cook the crag cat properly. Make like a stew or something using like the snow. And if anybody has herbs, could
Oh,
be a
there's
thing we could add
shortage
in.
of water out here.
Sure. Surrounded by frozen water.
We'll never find any snow.
I can't. Are
Fenrir,
being
you
serious?
start-
I'm not sure.
Henrik, you start cooking up a salvageable stew. It takes a while to heat everything up. Like to heat up the snow to the point where it's water, to the point where it's boiling,
Crag
to the
cat
point where
gumbo.
you're stewing the meat in it. It takes a long while. Eventually, Garrett comes to. Blue blazes.
Goes
Fire.
Yeah, you were blue.
It's so cold.
You're a very good dog, my friend.
Boy
Hey,
barks
K-Pub.
and starts licking his face. Boy, you made it. You made it. How did I make it alive?
That,
Oh,
yeah,
lucky
that's
man.
it, you.
You know, not quite sure about that either. We took a while to get here.
You should, yeah, we were gonna ask you. Seems you crawled away from an attack.
The rest of them. Did they make it?
What we
The
found
only
is
one we
you.
found.
They might have still made it. I had to fend for myself down here.
People or dogs? The dogs were not. They've passed.
Wait, are the people further up the mountain?
I think that's where it took them. At least, maybe one of them. I don't know if the others might have gotten free, but I definitely saw it grab one of them.
This
There's
is it.
more dangerous things than crag cats. There's a yeti on this mountain. If you haven't faced it yet, there's no doubt that you might. especially with a fire here. See that the snow is starting to fall as the darkness is setting in from the early afternoon nightfall of Icewind Dale. And you guys hear a distant roar. I don't know if that came through the mic at all. It probably didn't.
Yeah, it did.
It never does.
Close enough.
Okay,
It was
well,
distant.
good. Yeah, you hear a distant primal yell echoing off of the mountain. It's
Fuck.
Someone's unhappy.
Can we all feather fall off this mountain?
Yes, actually. Well, let's see. Let me count really quick.
Dog can run.
1, 2,
Please.
3.
Please, I made a promise. You have to see if they're okay. See if any of them made it.
Eh.
I mean, that's on you, honestly, for making that promise.
Well, I don't mind going after a Yeti, but I don't think I'm up for it quite yet. Those sound really bad.
I wouldn't face the Yeti, but if you could sneak around, all quiet like, I was able to avoid its detection for several days.
Yeah, you're one man. Well, several of varying
very-
sizes and
very loud.
ability.
I know.
I'm very sneaky.
Hmm.
But it would mean the world to me.
Can't just
At
leave
least-
people out here to die.
There's 3 of them. There's a halfling, Perilu, a tiefling, Asterix, and the last one, a big Goliath fella named Mokingo.
Yeah, I mean, come on, we've got to search for these people. We've already saved one life out here.
What's he gotta do? Just gotta leave him here?
I can't move. I'm gonna need somebody to carry me if we're to make it off the mountain. That or I'm gonna have to hunker here for at least a day to get my feet back.
Oh, we got soup.
Can we send Jeeves and Boy down the mountain with him?
I'm not sure I'd be able to last, especially if it came to combat. Boy and Jeeves, me, not be able to defend this defenseless ranger.
Yeah, creatures still around at night. Oh, maybe they go. I don't know. Do they hunt? Do I know anything about animals hunting at night here in the mountains?
Make a nature check.
If it's like weirdly safer.
Nature!
I'm gonna err on the side of no.
A nature check intuits that crag cats normally hunt in hiding, like during blizzards and at night. If they were out in the like early afternoon, there's probably something else hunting at night.
Great.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well,
Perhaps they could follow behind. I don't know.
I don't know. Do we think we can survive the night? Do we think we can
can't.
collectively hide from it?
We can't have the fire here at night. If you have another way of warming us.
You're gonna freeze if we don't have fire.
I know. We're gonna die if we do.
expand that cave some. How big was that chamber you were crawled into? It wasn't.
It wasn't very big, it was just
Yeah.
enough for mostly
like a
him.
coffin.
Yeah. You could put him
No.
back in there
Stuff it like, don't move.
Cover it up.
with a change of clothes and boy.
Shove him back in.
It's my hole, it was made for me.
This one's not quite ready yet.
I'm gonna try and just dry off his clothes so they don't freeze. Now that they're getting warmed up.
Dry
Okay.
clean him while he's wearing them.
Yeah, it probably feels really nice.
Yeah. You could probably use prestidigitation in that way too, since it
Yeah,
can clean stuff.
exactly.
Did your hair dryer?
You create a kind of warm gust of wind to blow over Garrett to try and dry out some of his clothes.
Well, I'm also like microwaving him.
Don't warm him up too quickly. He might crack.
It's okay. Nobody's really aware of how radiation works, so people just have
It's
low
fine.
life expectancies for no reason. This world. Magic, there's no downside. None that we could detect.
Honestly, you're not expected to live too long in worlds like these.
Yeah.
Everything trying to kill you.
Climbing in the mountains.
This is supposed to be a fun hike.
3-hour tour.
Who is these people that you traveled with, Garrett?
The halfling. She was really big into Yondala, the halfling god. They were they were actually serving as a bodyguard for the Goliath. Their name was Mokingo, but they had another name, Growling Bear. Akhenathi tribe or something? Something like that.
Recognize?
A history check.
You did it. You said it right.
Yeah, you can attempt a history check.
Sounds somewhat from around here. Yay.
I'm looking for these people.
From the sounds of it, definitely sounds like a clan name. Growling Bear sounds more like an epithet that they probably got from one of their mighty deeds that they had accomplished. You take it to mean that they had basically wrestled down a bear or scared away a bear or something.
Hot. That's hot.
Akhenathi, if it is a tribal name, that means that they probably come from a tribe native to Icewind Dale. If they thought to mention it. He was, he said something about finding, Oya Minotaurk to test his mettle.
Is that the name of the Yeti?
It's the name of a Goliath. Yamanartok.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure. Make another history check, Vilma.
Oh. What am I rolling?
History.
It cut out like for a second.
History.
Just the word you were saying.
Okay, it was an extremely difficult history check, but you seem to have been able to make it.
I've read about this. This is my stories.
You've heard tales of something called Oya Minartok. It's a skilled fisherman somewhere in Icewind Dale. But the most unusual thing is that this was fable. It was like a bear that was a fisher that taught others how to fish. But if they were looking for it on a mountain, not sure why they would have been looking here. Perhaps
my storybook.
Perhaps the tales of the Yeti meant that there was a bear on the mountain.
Yeah, either they're confused or there's something more to the story that I don't know, but they're searching for a fisherman bear up here, so...
Bear are adept at fishing, especially out of rivers.
Also at climbing.
As for the Tiefling, I don't know much about her story. She just insisted on coming along.
Foolhardy young adventurers, I'm sure.
Yes.
I mean, tieflings don't really need a backstory, right, Nephros?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there you go. Just show up and it's like, oh, okay.
They're born and then they do things.
So are you like extra susceptible to the cold? Aren't tieflings usually meant for warmer weather?
Listen, I'm a city boy. I'm not used to this.
I'm just asking, you know. It's
Got the most
good to know.
expensive winter coat here. How could you be cold?
Just because they charge you a lot for them doesn't mean they know how to make them.
This is
Sounds like
true.
there's others in danger on this mountain. What are we going to do about it?
Well,
Do we not have any way of warming this man besides the fire?
I got just magic for me.
It looks like you're keeping him fairly warm for now. Mostly the question of the night.
The night comes. Well, nighttime is... If this creature hunts by night, we could perhaps sneak by it into its cave, or get ambushed by it at night. Those are two options.
I mean, if we We can try and sneak by it at night. It's just you're gonna have to keep prestidigitating him.
Do are Yetis or whatever this creature, are they intelligent? Do they know common or any sort of speakable language?
Make a nature check.
I don't fucking know that.
You're
Well,
the monster hunter.
yeah, you might.
No,
Oh, he doesn't fucking know that. Okay.
I don't have the
Neither does
resources
Suvi.
to do research.
Suvi hasn't come across them. Just tales of myth. Benric, you're not used to hunting yetis, not monsters that you see very far south. Grundle has heard some tales of yetis. You know that they hunt during blizzards using their camouflage of their white fur to blend in. You know that they're very resistant to the cold, probably immune to it and its effects, almost magically so. And unfortunately, that's all you really get, is just that. You don't really know too much about its habits or anything like that.
Well, in spite of my nature check, I do have something that could help us.
Ooh.
Secrets.
Oh!
Are you
So,
telling us the
don't
story
wanna
about how
tell
you
you
were raised by
this, but,
Yetis?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have
Smash
made
that.
you. Maybe I shouldn't have made you roll a natural one.
I just wanted to see how I did. I was just gonna invoke this anyway.
I was raised by Yeti. I don't know what they are.
Perfect.
I
thought
thought-
that was its name.
I thought my dad was just really hairy.
So,
Okay.
But a mama Yeti and a dada Yeti love each other
So,
very much.
you
They
do
have
know-
a fur bowl.
I speak Yeti.
You s-
That's what I open with.
yeah. You open with you speak Yeti.
So they have a language.
They do.
People spouts.
Oh,
You might want to know that I can speak it.
Well, then
how
maybe
did?
we
How do
can
you
have
know
a
how to
conversation.
speak it?
It doesn't matter.
Is
The
this like
important
talking
part.
to boy?
I suppose, but more like I've lived among them for several years when I was young.
Oh,
They
you could just
can be
live.
reasoned with, in fact.
So they're intelligent. So maybe we can talk our way out
That
of
doesn't mean
this.
they aren't violent, but maybe they will accept payment for lives.
Oh my, we
did
could figure
just
out.
kill two
why
crag
they-
cats.
We've got plenty of meat. I gesture to the mountain of crag cat meat
Right.
that Grundle is still savaging.
Grundle, stop eating it.
But we
Got
could figure
hungry.
out why they took the people separate from the supplies.
Yeah, it's very strange that they wouldn't eat the dogs.
Yeah.
Possibly.
We can just.
Respect
Are we
for
just gonna be
fellow
able to
hunters.
talk down everything that we run across? Right.
Early on this trip, you have to trust in your friends.
Well,
Yeah.
out of curiosity, if we wanted to stay warm, technically we could sort of buffer up our tents, right, with snow and maybe build like little shelters that way.
Quick
If
igloo
we
in the
could-
afternoon.
If we could talk to them, should we just go and try and find them?
Yes,
If
they,
that's gonna be our plan,
they
instead of
appreciate shows
waiting.
of strength and offerings. So, really,
Oh.
our only chance unless you want to kill them. And if there's one Yeti, there's usually more.
All right, let's find the biggest rock and just Grundle or Vilma
And
be
make
ready
it
to
our
pick it
bitch.
up.
Well, how about
Okay.
we follow where that yell was from?
Well, it was echoing over the mountainside, but you could
We
tell it
could
came
try.
somewhere from the summit.
How far up is the summit?
Still a ways to go.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can't leave him alone. Should we just wait till it comes to us?
Oh, well, is that better? Then it's hunting at that point. If we approach it, it's a different
Look,
situation.
If it's hunting, maybe we can just stick an offering outside and just make a, I don't know. Subi, can they read too? Leave a note. Just
No.
leave a-
That,
No,
yeah,
I'm not gonna no.
I'm just saying, we can just
Yeti.
literally make an altar for it, let it just kind of pick at it, maybe
Oh,
offer
I
a
learned
little
5
sit
other
down.
languages, but yes.
They had food. The travelers all had food, and they ignored the food.
Maybe they didn't like that kind of food. Maybe it just wants
Okay.
meat.
Oh, I assume they're territorial, right, Chris? So maybe it's just a challenge thing?
It's probably more of the hunt.
Me
The
don't have the lore,
actual
but Subi
yeah.
do.
You're not sure why these things took you in, but they must have a heart somewhere underneath all that fur. Garrett seems really opposed to the idea. I don't think that they can be reasoned with.
Yeah, shut up. You don't have much say in this. You're weak. Sit down to stay warm.
That's what Thozia said about baking.
We're gonna
Feral
run into
creatures.
them.
They grabbed from one of the crew. The rest ran. I don't know which, if any, are still alive. They're devourers of human flesh.
Eh,
Oh well, good thing. And Nephros looks around. Ooh,
Nope,
there's
none of
one
us.
one human.
Wait.
Suvi, were
no.
were your
Jeeves.
guardians?
Yes, I am the one human amongst us.
But he Nephros elbows
Oh.
Venrek and points at Garrett.
Garrett is another human among us.
We're not using Jeeves as bait.
It's more like humanoid, you know.
Yeah, I kind of just meant humanoid.
They don't always eat humanoids, you know. Most of the time they're eating the wildlife out here, unless there's a shortage.
Mm.
Which I'm sure this shadowy curse on the land is not helping with the wildlife. In
Yeah,
spite of all those
fair.
reindeer we saw.
Well,
Okay, this is very important. Suvi, are you extremely confident in your ability to not get us immediately mauled?
If I had to measure my charisma out of 20, it would be 13.
it's better than mine.
Okay, maybe I could help you out with that when it comes to it. But we're not going to be immediately mauled.
If we come
Is
to
the
them in a
important
position
thing.
of strength, we should be able to at least keep them from murdering us immediately.
So
Well,
you want to approach them first, instead of waiting for them to show up here, because we have no clue where they are, and we can stay warm.
Last time that I
That
lit
I
a
don't
fire,
know.
it came for me, and I was able to put out the fire just in time before it attacked.
Yeah, well, if we're looking to have a conversation with it, then we set up a fire and set up a perimeter of everybody else on the outside, taking watch, and there you go.
I mean, it's probably got to try and attack us and ambush us if it's any kind of predator here.
Still thinking the meat altar would do well.
Look, I think what you're doing is foolhardy, but if you're set on doing it,
Do you want us to try and save your friends? Because apparently you can't do anything. You're leaving it up to us, so you don't really have much say in this.
I know I don't, but I know a thing about predators now that you're saying it like that.
Huh. Weird how we have this big stack of meat. Grundle, stop eating it.
There's no way he can eat all of it. Look at him.
A predator on the hunt is going to be much harder to convince than a predator at rest.
I think we should face him.
Meet on our terms, or as close to our own terms as we
Position of
can.
strength, yes.
Yes, Suvi. We're not
Maybe Jeeves
leaving
and
out
Boyd can keep
offerings and
Garrett
hoping.
safe.
Yeah. Here, I'll turn Garrett into my babushka and I'll cast prestidigitation like the whole time to keep him warm and.
And
I
plus,
think we just leave them at the camp and go up.
you might be able to find my companions if you go to its lair. At least
Yeah,
somewhere
should
near
we-
the summit.
It's still light. Do you think it'll be fine if we leave him here while we go look?
Oh, I think it's as good as dead if we do that.
I can stay.
No,
You
you
don't
are
want to
not.
be separated.
No,
Don't
I
be
like Vilma's idea.
NPCs.
Vilma, backpack him.
Okay, I'll backpack him.
And we got 2 people to backpack.
Who else are we backpacking?
I'm sorry,
Boyd.
can Jeeves walk?
You can walk. I don't have to carry him all the time.
I enjoy the backpack. It makes me feel like a spry young lad again.
You don't hate this guy because he's young?
I enjoy a good piggyback.
He may use the backpack in my stead, out of my gracious heart.
I offer him the papoose.
Well, if Azir was here, we could just have him buy a small house up here.
Yeah, the Vizier wouldn't even ask for a backpack. I just stare kind of like off to the side around Jeeves. Oh.
We squint down the mountain at this tiny speck where Azir is.
Is that the echo of his ho-ho?
Tiny ho
Squeaky toy?
The littlest ho-ho.
He's doing fine, apparently. Okay.
It seems happy. Probably not mauled by a yeti.
Yeah.
All right.
I can take him.
So we're gonna Vilma take Garrett and yon old backpack.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Like little Minu.
Yep, but was petting the Kinder.
Right.
Oh, my Liebchen. Be warm.
Garrett leans over his shoulder at Vilma and just kind of says weakly, "Unfortunately, there's not a very easy way to the top."
Of course.
Have you been to the top before?
I made one attempt to go up there, try and find my companions. I also had to avoid the Yeti as it was going down the mountain. But I didn't make it all the way. It's a rough
Well.
trip.
We'll have one less of those steps to worry about.
I hope so. All right. At this point, you must zigzag your way up the mountain, clinging to narrow ledges and scaling icy cliffs to get past a hurdle to the summit. Alrighty. I'm going to need you to make 3 strength athletics checks. We're going to do them one at a time as a group. Each failed check as a group wastes 1 hour of time and makes nightfall come.
Nice.
Oh my god.
there's the dice rolls.
Jeeves.
Jeez.
Yeah,
they go.
Jeeves.
We used them all. Now we're gonna
He's so
negotiate
spry
with
now.
disadvantage.
Dude, his competition with Brazier was the best thing to happen to him.
Yeah, it's like
Much
an old
better
stretch.
than that, old hag.
Guess that 2 damage from the fall really knocked his spine back into order, huh?
He's just running on adrenaline from having a straight spine for the first time in a long time.
Right. I'll do one for boy, just to kind of serve as the separation point. And now, that's 1 success. Let's make another group check.
Now,
Also, Vilma, having Garrett on your back is going to make you at a disadvantage here.
Okay. How about
Nobody wants to be the first one to roll.
I can enhance ability strength on myself to negate that.
Oh, there you go.
And I could probably carry a few more other people if I have to at that point because my carry capacity gets huge.
May I be on your shoulders?
Put your Jeeves on my shoulder.
Yeah, so I will be able to carry twice as much now.
So I'd be able to carry
An advantage on
820.
strength checks.
You'd be able to carry 840 pounds.
Okay, so you
Pretty
Some of
count.
the Craig Cat.
So you count as 1 size larger, and that's doubled. So that's 840.
Yeah, that's 840.
Almost a ton.
That's almost a ton.
I enhanced ability at myself and I don't fuck around.
Remember that part where Hulk holds up a mountain?
You
Just
Start-
use me as an anchor point. I'm gonna just tie a rope to me. I'll carry everybody up by dragging them with
You
two
bellow
men on
a-
my shoulders.
You bellow a low, dull chant, a story about a warthog that pulls an entire mountain across the sky, and it inspires you with your bardic music to enhance your strength. Jeeves climbs onto your back. Garrett is there as well. You're carrying 2 poor, defenseless men up a mountain, like the dom you are.
Ain't that how it is?
You know.
2 shoulder gimps.
You negate your disadvantage, and you make it so Jeeves isn't tainting your group checks.
Can you carry one more?
Yeah, I can actually.
I'm asking the DM more so, will you decide to impose disadvantage on her if she carries one more person?
Carrying 3 people would start to be more in the line of awkwardness. That would probably... Yeah. It would impose disadvantage.
Alright,
Roll for awkwardness.
hold on.
Round
I
2.
could probably, since it would be closer to dragging. Perhaps if I just like use myself as the anchor and lead the way, and they can like follow along with the rope or something.
I mean, you can try that, but if you fall, that's going to be a lot of people that are going to go with you.
Yeah,
You'll
think,
multiply
honestly,
like 2d6s of damage into like 8d6s of damage spread out.
Okay, I won't do that. Fine.
I guess just don't carry me. I'll slow us down if we need to.
Don't.
All right.
Athletics checks.
Just less chances to fail.
Yep,
That's
less
basically
chances to fail.
Oh, less chances to flatten the average.
Not that it was ever any doubt.
Wow, Grundle.
Grundle getting risky over there.
Since Garrett and Jeeves aren't making checks, only Wolf and Nephros failed, which means it's a group success. Last check. Let's do another athletics check as we are getting closer and closer to the summit. I think we're almost there. I'm facing the opposite way, but I can feel it.
Just mumbling the Misty Mountain song the whole time.
The trolls
20.
toll.
Yep, I've used all my high numbers. Now we're gonna roll.
Yeah,
a
now we're
2 on
gonna
that
when we do
negotiation
fight.
check.
Yep, when we do fight, we're all gonna go last and get it and fail everything.
Right. The final roll is a group success. I'm assuming since Venric didn't roll, but sure that it won't alter the results.
As long as he doesn't get a 1,
Well, okay.
Allie.
Okay.
There
I was
she
gonna
is.
say, I still have a level of exhaustion, so I have disadvantage, so mine was a fail.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh.
right. Right. Well, thankfully, Allie's roll did not.
Yes.
Fuck you
Sorry.
guys.
There she is.
I don't have to speak.
We
Just
got
roll.
Yeah,
Just roll
but you
dice.
weren't. That was the problem. Let's make it to the summit.
How long was the climb then since we
Night has just started to set in. It's like 5 p.m., which means it's now dark.
it was like over an hour climb though.
It was like a 3-hour climb instead of a 3, then 4, then 5, or basically it didn't turn into night while you were in the middle of climbing.
Better than
So-
nothing.
Make it to the top. And on the summit, after taking a breather, sure that everybody's still fine, putting Jeeves off of your shoulders, see that up ahead, to your left, is a 15-foot high, 10-foot wide, ominous mouth to a cave. There's blood on the snow some distance from the cave entrance, which is toothed with stalactites of ice dripping over its draped treeway.
I think
Seen
we
this movie
found
before?
the den.
Keep your weapons at the ready, just in case. But
Shield is out.
Suvi, how about you lead the way? I'll be right behind you.
Wait, can any of you even see in there?
Well, we
Agreed.
can. I can cast light on something.
Do we want to go in there quietly, or do we want to go in there guns
Show
out
force.
and okay?
Show force.
So light it is.
Safe to assume he knows we're here if he's shouting on the mountaintop.
It could have been one of the others.
I don't know, they just do that.
Yeah, they really do just do that.
I'll cast light and give it to Suvi.
A light within.
Should I wait out here while you, talk to the Yeti?
Maybe stand behind us so you don't get separated. Maybe he doesn't have a mate that comes and eats you.
Yeah, if another Yeti comes back, you'll be our first defense.
I should
Right.
be at Venric's side.
I narrow my eyes and I'm gonna go to the back and stand with him.
Are you sure you want to
Easily
stand
picked off.
at the back?
Look,
The back, man?
they've got a lot of light. It's fine. They don't need the shield.
All right.
I feel like we could just call out and not even go in there, but
Or that.
Oh, hey, you know what, Suvi? You take the lead on this one. You know best.
insight myself to know best.
Dude, what would be best?
What is
The easiest
best?
way to not die and get a parlay out of a Yeti.
We're not sure, but yelling for it might seem like a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, the Yeti language is not very detailed, you know.
Okay.
And fight
then
me and get over here are the same word.
Let's just go inside then.
Yep.
Right.
Go first, I guess.
I will. As we're going in, I don't know how long it's gonna take actually to find them. I think it's just a bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration, so I'll wait till we start talking and I'll do it then.
Okay. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure everything's set up.
Yeah, I got a BRB real quick anyway, so
Yeah, that's
give
fine.
me a minute.
Yeah, 5-minute break. Okay. This probably should have been set up ahead of time, but I am a notoriously stupid
Well-
person.
What'd you do?
Well known for your preparedness, which is on display
Mhm.
right
Display right now. Listen, normally I'm pretty prepared.
It's the holiday season. Our
And
brains are
Santa
mush.
Claus is coming to town.
No, I was gonna use different lyrics, but it's fine.
I was gonna use different lyrics.
Hate you.
Alright, here I am.
Welcome back. If you
Here
didn't
I
notice, 1 square equals 5 feet.
Did you know? 1 square.
That just says E equals 5 feet.
Oh, you probably zoomed in.
now. Did you know? No, it's the light.
Oh, yeah.
Prosciutto.
Fish.
Into the dark breach.
All right.
I have dark vision, so I can see better.
I gave him light, so he should
Oh, okay.
be fine. I'll be right behind him.
Carrying the meat backpacks.
Oh,
Just one.
Jeeves, yeah, Jeeves is with me.
The other meat backpack is at the back.
Yeah, he can just be like off to the side.
Alright, Trail of Bones or Ice Patch?
Okay. Yep. I will describe the entryway now. Okay. The entrance to this cave is overlooking a gaping chasm. It's 20 feet high in the cave with a concave roof, and the chasm looks very deep. It's darkness that you can see going down there. To the left, you can see a 1-foot thick sheet of ice spanning the southern part of the chasm, reaching to a tunnel on the other side. Otherwise, there is a bridge that leads to a set of bones and blood-soaked snow to the north.
This way?
That way leads blood and bones. This way is a sheet of ice.
Well, I think, our Yetis are gotta be where the blood and bones are. This is, Suvi, this is very ominous.
If they're civilized, why would
think?
they sit near their refuse?
I didn't say they were civilized.
You said they
Said
at least
had a
communicate.
language.
Yeah.
They have a language.
Animals don't shit where they eat.
There's more
That's
to
not
the
right.
tunnel.
I said blood and bones. I didn't say piles of shit.
There's more.
They dig holes and bury it. Come on. Where do you think that ice sheet came from?
It's just a chasm. That's where they go.
Well, we can at least check the bones to see if there's any of our companions, compatriots.
North it is. How far do we
Yeah.
go before rolls need to happen?
Okay.
Well, oh yeah, but there they are.
Start heading in.
After you, Nevros.
To make sure Garrett is glued to Vilma. Everybody else is free to go. You guys make it across this natural stone bridge here. It seems fairly well traveled, and don't even need a survival check for that sort of knowledge. This tunnel is kind of smaller than the chasm that you're in. It's only about 10 feet high. And again, strewn with bones. There's bits of flesh still clinging to them. There's a few, like, skulls of seemingly mountain goats from the horns. You can see 7 other niches that have been, like, dug out of the walls using clawed hands. And inside each of the small niches are the frozen heads of humanoid remains.
Suvi, this is really looking bad, man.
You lived with these... Is this your uncle?
Maybe. See,
Like,
I told you, they eat something that isn't human. See? Goat.
Okay.
See, there's a goat.
Right next to the human head on a stick.
You were very certain. Okay. No, we're going with it.
Some tribes are more savage than others.
Yeah. Well,
You said you wanted to investigate the bones?
Oh yeah.
Thank you
Or
for
at least see
that.
if they're fresh enough for us to.
Would you like to also investigate the frozen heads?
Any tiefling heads?
Yeah. Tiefling, halfling, and Goliath.
Look for
They should
heads.
be pretty noticeable bones, honestly.
Fairly fresh.
Fenric and Nephros,
Sorry.
keeping up the rear.
Oh, I was moving with G's before, but I'm supposed to be in the back.
Yeah, I think I'm up with the rest of the group. I've just been forgetting to move my character.
It's fine. Okay. Suvi, as you look around on the bones on the ground, you can see that amongst them there's a shredded set of hide armor, as well as a damaged great axe. It's been snapped in half at the haft, but the head is still intact. It's kind of lingering around a like torn apart corpse. The legs and the head have been ripped from their places, and the bones gnawed away. There's still some flesh clinging underneath it. As far as the heads, Vilma, you can't really make any noticeable discoveries about them other than the fact that they're all dwarves.
That's pretty significant. I feel. They're all dwarfs. They still got like the beards on them.
Are there
Yep.
7 of them?
They've
Yep.
kind of been preserved in this way, thanks to the freezing temperatures up here.
Wait, if these are all dwarf heads, are these dwarf bodies?
Make a medicine check.
Some of them are definitely goat. Or tiefling.
I don't know. Does anybody know what the dwarf looks like?
I don't know, I've never seen one.
We were just in a town full of them.
Aren't you sure they're dwarf?
Literally in several towns with them.
Well,
I mean, I should know, but you know, it's ice.
yeah. It's hard to tell from the remains exactly what they came from. They just look like broken bones to you. I can tell you that the hide armor corpse, missing all of its limbs and head, It looks a lot taller than a stocky dwarf. Does anybody else want to make an attempt?
Hell with it. Nice.
What does our guest have to say about the
Are those
axe and
any of
clothes?
your friends? The ripped body parts?
This Bill will just kind of turn around and he's in the backpack and just
Yeah.
like, look at this.
This look familiar?
I don't know. It's very dark in here, and I have like super disadvantage on everything.
We've got a light. So did anybody have a
You got a 2.
battle axe in your company? You should know that much. Or hide armor.
The Goliath was wielding an axe. He was a warrior.
Yeah.
And Suvi, with that mention, you're able to confirm this is a Goliath's corpse. It's been
Probably
thoroughly
right at the
dismembered.
jawline.
The head is somewhere on the ground nearby. You pick it up and it's been like gnawed on, like the cheeks have been torn apart.
Oh.
This does not bode well.
You know, you said that they might be civil. I don't think these ones are.
Again,
He also mentioned
nobody
that
said
he was
civil.
going after something. Wasn't that part of? He wanted to fight. He came here to fight.
He said he was trying to find whatever that bear thing was you said. The Oya Minar took.
Yeah, you said it correct. You did exactly right. Hmm. Maybe. Are we staying optimistic here? So that's one down, so 2 left.
I think we should move on then.
Yeah, I guess we have to keep
Maybe we
going.
can
Proceed.
find the rest alive.
Hey,
At least in one less more peace.
Suvi,
The spooky
You
music
round-
started again.
you round the corner, and you are face to face with a hulking Yeti.
Oh, Jesus.
There is a small Yeti at its feet, and it's kind of pawing at a halfling that is crying in a fetal position. The larger Yeti is like kind of moving the fetal halfling, just kind of tossing it around like a little ball. She is bleeding and still alive, but not looking very comfortable. At your entrance with the sudden emergence of the
Halfling
light,
ball.
the Yeti stands up and looks at you and bellows a deep-throated roar.
Bardic Inspiration on Suvi. Let's make a show of strength. I believe in you.
It
Gonna
starts
stand up
off.
as tall as I get and try to answer.
It
I will-
starts
I will-
off by forcing Suvi to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God, great start.
Fear.
Constitution or wisdom?
Constitution.
Hey, 12-10.
Right.
Bardic?
Do you want to?
Work on this?
I can't tell you.
You have to make
Bardic-
your choice before he says.
No, you can choose afterwards.
Doesn't matter. I should probably use it.
Let's see. The next time you roll d20. So. Or not the
Alright.
next time, but when you roll it,
Ability
you
check,
can choose
attack
to
roll,
use
for saving throw, yeah.
But it
think
must
it's
decide
17.
before the DM says whether the roll
I was
succeeds or
gonna say,
fails.
fuck it.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it's,
Con save.
Well, he rolled the d6 right up there, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't before until.
Nice.
Okay. With a 17, you kind of like shield yourself almost against the Yeti, but then you kind of like put your arms down and try to withstand its chilling gaze. You are going to
Freeze to death.
Die instantly.
Instantly die.
Okay. I was just checking to. It doesn't say half damage, so you resist all of the damage from its chilling gaze. You can feel yourself tense up, and a sudden
Felt this before.
chill go down your spine. You're almost starting to physically freeze over, but you bear it and stand tall. The Yeti waits for your move.
Randall, let's look tough to make Suvi look tough.
The small Yeti goes behind it, cowering.
Oh no, it's cute.
It then drags the half halfling closer to it.
My food.
Please help me.
Here you go, Suvi. One more Bardic
Uh,
Inspiration to you. You got this.
Activate social skills of an animal.
Did it say?
Uh,
Is this a thing you have advantage on
yeah, I haven't
too?
managed to negotiate with it. That's
Okay.
about it.
He can speak Yeti, and he has advantage on charisma checks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll give you my last Bardic
That's not it.
as well.
That's it.
I summon my swarm. Oh.
Show it some magic.
Witchcraft.
I'm gonna attempt to. I don't know. Calm it down, I guess. Tell it that we'd like to trade.
An
I don't
exchange.
know. Yeah. Don't kill the tiny thing. We would like to offer you a trade for their life. I'm gonna gesture to the huge crag cat meat pile we dragged with us. Give me the meat, quick. We wish you no harm. Yeah, we want to mention that.
Yep.
Gotta
That's a
throw
good
that
thing
in
to
there.
say. Yep,
Okay.
Yep. Good job.
So
Good job.
so far we got. We wish you no harm. Give you meat. Give us the halfling. Anything else?
How many rolls is that?
Well, it'll just be one roll.
Alrighty.
Simple. Go simple.
Yeah, this is very simple, grunting and
Or
growling
me.
kind of thing going on. You
I
have no
guess-
idea what he's saying.
Oh, you can't understand them back?
No, I can, but you can't.
Oh, you can. Oh,
You speak Yeti?
no.
Anyway, what am I rolling? Persuasion, I guess?
It is persuasion, unless you're trying to deceive them.
And I have advantage. Hope for the best. Mediocre. How about
Hey.
that Bardic
Alright.
Inspiration, huh?
12. Would you like
Well,
to use
you get a
Bardic
D-
Inspiration?
D6.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, 14.
Okay, 14's not bad.
I have bargaining
Okay.
chips.
I mean, that's literally a number.
That is an integer above 0.
Literally a number. Let's see what it rolls.
How
The-
wise are you?
The Yeti looks at you and cocks its head. There's Yeti noises coming from this creature. It, instead of a guttural roar, starts speaking in Yeti.
Beautiful language.
Love it.
That was actually just it clearing its throat.
That's the
Chris, when you
romance
gonna
language.
start talking?
The Yeti.
Huffling
Oh, beautiful
wokudasai.
Well, that's iconic.
That's right.
You used that one already.
Uh,
Like the
Watashi
hissing
wa
version of
yeti desu.
Onamae wa Yeti desu.
Sing for you.
It's really bad dubs.
The Yeti, in its speech, Subi, you're able to get. It's a bit of a dialect thing, but you're able to kind of grok what it's saying, and it says, "No harm, child. No harm, child. You take toy and go."
Oh, we get to keep the meat, maybe.
Yeah, we should probably leave the meat anyways. It's a good gesture.
That's part of the negotiation.
Okay, yeah,
So
no,
I'm
that's cool.
gonna just grab the big hunks of meat and just kind of slowly walk up and exchange them for the halfling.
Do like the Indiana Jones sandbag swap.
Yeah, just life or death with much more claw.
What about the tiefling? We haven't had confirmations of where that one is.
Evan.
As I'm approaching, I'll be like, "Is there another still here, alive, horned, fiendish?"
It says, "Hunting. Take. Go."
Alright, fine. Halfling grab, run away.
Sounds like another rogue. Must be sneaky.
Yeah.
Rush forward. Drop
Alright.
the meat. Take the halfling, helping them to their feet. They are trembling and frozen cold. But it looks like they were kept alive, probably with the Yeti's warmth. They look battered and bruised and at least somewhat starved. Been playing with this halfling for a while. Garrett leans over and goes, Heralu, you safe? Asterix? She shakes her head. Gotta get out of here.
So I'm gonna turn back to the Yeti and go, enjoy the meat, eat well, grow strong, young one, and just leave.
I
Try to
play
be
with
nice,
the
you know?
baby Yeti.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Don't touch the Yeti. Don't even go over there.
So fluffy.
Alright,
We'll
I'll
have to
hustle
fight to the
everybody
death
outta here
if you
before he
do that.
changes his
Please
mind.
don't.
Correction, we'll fight
Grab
to
Grundle and drag him out of here.
Grundle will fight to the death.
The rest of us will move. Right, you guys start
Get
heading back out.
We just had to threaten them in their home.
Get back in there, Grundle.
Let's-
No, don't touch.
Oh,
Guys.
Jesus.
You guys are able to lead the halfling out.
We're just stumbling and falling all over
Slowly,
each
just
other trying
slowly
to get out.
back.
At the entrance of the cavern, Vilma stops as they see a much bigger Yeti climbing over the rocky precipice with an entire goat under its arm, like it's carrying a bedroll or something. It looks at you all and immediately bares its fangs. It unleashes a hefty roar. It drops the goat and bares its claws. And that is where we're going to have to leave it for tonight's session.
No.
Boo.
We got 7 minutes. We can talk it down in 7 minutes, right? And then we don't need a. And then.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. You can watch this stream every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch our sister stream, the Dork Vision stream, that's on Sundays from 9 p.m. to midnight. You can find my books on Drive-Thru-RPG and the DM's Guild. And if you want to support me on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/noblecrumpet. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time as we find out exactly
How
far
down
does
the chasm?
Suvi's charisma go.
Oh, God.
Not very
What
far. at this
inspiration.
We're out of inspiration. We're out of juice.
I'm out of juice.
Good
Oh,
night,
I wish I was
everybody.
Night.
We will see you next time.
Bye.